Oh god, you have no idea. I cannot remember the last time I've been this like blah about a deck before going into a stream. You can see I've got what, 8 lists for this stupid thing. I tried testing all of them. This deck is terrible. You should never play this. So it's going to be 3 hours of watching Trust Your Pilot suffer. Maybe I'll do, you know, some expanded Volcanion to cleanse my palate. You know, don't tell Shiny Ray. Do not let Shiny Ray know. And what is that? What's the button? What's the button? What does the button mash have to do with anything? All right, so yeah, this deck sucks, but we're going to start with the Pokemon Company version. So the Pokemon Company devoted an entire article. There's a full article on their website about how this is a remake of an old deck from like 20 years ago featuring Team Rocket's Ampharos and Team Rocket's Tyranitar. But they put a 1/1/1 line of Ampharos. They're like, oh no, that's fine. PDCGO would never screw me over. PDCGO will absolutely screw you over. They also only have 2 de-evolution. And they're just like, well, that neutralization zone has got to go pretty hard. But Petro can find the neutralization zone, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, this deck is This deck is rough. We're gonna start with the Pokemon Company version. If we prize any of the Ampharos line, or sorry, if we prize a Mareep or an Ampharos, we can say that the Pokemon Company is terrible. And don't forget that you want to go first. I have a note. I'm not even really prepping to make a YouTube video out of this. That's how bad the testing was. The testing was so dang bad. You know, it's not like me when I'm down bad. The testing was so bad that I just don't even want to. I don't even think I'm going to make a YouTube video. I don't think I'm going to. Oh, crap. Shiny Ray's here. Yeah, but you sent me a gold version. I will never forgive you for that. Okay, are we going first? Oh, they decided to go first. All right, well then let's go with a Team Rocket Sneezy Boy. There we go, Ampharosted. Wait, is this actually a good matchup? Wait, is this... And remember, redeem those codes. I don't know when they expire, but the daily quest where you get 4 times the amount of toilet paper, that's over. So hopefully you managed to do that for, I think, the 2 weeks that it was available, where you get 4 times the rewards. Oh my god, I never faced Raging Butt in any of my testing. Obviously, going first would have been great. But yeah, just what I've noticed is that Tyranitar has 180 hit points. You want it to have the Luxurious Cape so it can survive a hit. But you also need to put De-Evolution on it so it devolvifies, but you can't have Cape and De-Evolution on it at the same time. So that's bad. If you play it with Frostlash, you can't use the Team Rocket stuff. It doesn't work, right? Like, you can get really lucky and face like a stage 2 deck that doesn't play very many stage 1s. Mark, absolutely. Yeah, this is going to be a rough one. So get your strap on, because I'm about to... Ooh, there's an Ariana Grande. All right, I can't shuffle the... I mean, I can shuffle the deck, but I can't shuffle the deck. There's no reason to use Strike the Sleeper. I think I just go Team Rocket's Factory, Peter Petrelli, and then... What do we got? A Buddy... We don't have a Buddy-Buddy Poffin, so the Pokemon Company did not put Buddy-Buddy Poffin in the list. That is super chill. Thank you. I mean, I know it has... Oh my god, they went with 4 Proton. They went 4 Proton, 4 Transceiver, and I didn't start either of them. Okay, so I think we Team Rocket's Factory first, because I want to have an increased chance of getting a Pokemon that's not Tyranitar. Okay. I think Tails... Yeah, I think Tails is a basic. Okay, so they're not really going to do much evolving. The Team Rocket Zapdos, I don't think matters in this matchup because they have so much acceleration. Like, maybe I could overload a Fan Rotom or something. All right, so I believe what I do is I just attach the lightning to the Larvitar, and then we just go end turn, because I can get a reversal energy. I can do many things next turn, and I would like to save the Team Rocket's energy maybe for a Sneasel later. But this is absolutely the matchup you want. You either want a very weak evolution deck. So I think Golden Go would actually be pretty good. because those are 70 hit point basics. You just de-evolution them 4 times and you win the game. You just have to get it up. So the Team Rocket's Tyranitar during checkup, so that's between turns, put 2 damage counters each your opponent's basic Pokemon. But the problem is, like, you can't use Gemstone. If they have Latios EX, then they can just retreat their basics, so you can't really, it's really hard to trap somebody. You know, it's not like a woman in my basement, which is why you haven't seen Tron Girl in a long time. And then it's just like, the Ampharos is good because it damages them when they evolve, but you have to go first. You have to get a Larvitar and a Mareep right away. You basically have to get a turn 2 Tyranitar and a turn 2 Ampharos, and then you have to hope that on their second turn, they don't knock out your Tyranitar. But if they knock out your Tyranitar, you're definitely not going to have a backup Tyranitar. And I'm just saying the word Tyranitar a bunch of times because I don't know why. Oh, and also we're weak to grass. Okay, I don't know why they didn't attack with the dude. All right. Did I include it in... Did I include it in the road decks video? Or was I just like, no, this deck's even too bad for that? For the wind, I did. Okay, there we go. Thank you, Lil Frizz. I knew. Okay, so maybe we go for the Proton here. Just to get myself set up. Ooh, that's terrible. So it is in the road decks video, which is the best video. But you can also watch For the Winds, or I'll include lists in the VOD, because I don't think we're getting a... Good golly, because I don't think we're getting a YouTube video out of this. All right, well, I mean, let's just go for it, I guess. I mean, I don't want to butt munch. I could butt munch, but that seems dumb. Yeah, let's just evolve into this guy, spread some damage, and kind of see what happens. Because if we get a Night Stretcher, then I have another Tyranitar. Oh, man, this deck, it's going to be a rough 3 hours. And Simply Kenobi, oh, you're in for some rough times here. But yeah, if you're new, check out Trust Your Pilot's patented PDCGL starter guide with 10 mistakes every new player makes. And yeah, like we have to have at least 8 turns with Tyranitar in the active for me to knock out a Raging Bolt. Right? So if I think I said this in the video, so it must be in the road decks video, because I remember specifically saying in one of the videos, maybe it was like a bad decks video, if Tyranitar had a 3 energy attack cost instead of a 4 energy attack cost, much more playable, because then you could do Counter Gain Team Rocket's energy, you could play with your balls. Oh, thanks. Yeah, never gonna let me down. You're always looking out for me. Thank you. I appreciate you always. And Evie, 42 months. Thank you. Hey, we can, next time you subscribe to me, we can look up what the rule is for what happens when you subscribe to me for 43 months. I think it's called Rule 43. So we can figure out what the rule is. Eh? Get it? Funny joke? See, I haven't lost my edge. Despite edging for as long as I have not lost my Cerule edge. Okay, so I guess we put it on the Teal Mask Ogerpon. You're playing Hydreigon. More like your Hydreigon D's nuts, am I right? But yeah, Evie, I appreciate you. Thank you for coming back. And so since you've been following along since day one, Evie, I will let you know, I don't think I have a sponsor. I don't think I have a sponsor, but I will have like an affiliate link to something where I can get money. So I don't know if it's technically a sponsor, but there is a way that I can make money by advertising someone. So like we're on the right path. We're on the path to the peak. I might be able to make like 50 extra cents a day if you all buy things, but there's something's working. Well, I mean, not when it comes to hockey though, right, Evie? Not when it comes to hockey. The US is kind of leading there. All right, they knock out the Zapdos. Yeah, just like you're seeing it, right? Where you can't let your Tyranitar get knocked out, but they only have 180 hit points. But the whole crux of the deck is that you want to face evolutions, but obviously we're not facing evolutions. So like, let's just go Archer. And then de-evolution. Okay. This is going to suck bigly. Oh, hang on. The neutralization zone might win us the game here. All right, so as long as I don't bench anybody else, we might win. And there's a reversal energy. Okay. So as long as I don't suck a butt, we might win just because of the neutralization zone, because I know what I'm doing. All right, so we go Pupitar. And then Explosive Awakening. I will never forgive the Pokemon Company for changing the name of Explosive Awakening to Explosive Ascension. Well, this deck absolutely sucks a butt. It's terrible. Okay, so do I try to masterfully bait another I guess I do. I try to masterfully bait another stadium, and I give them the Ampharos. Because the Ampharos is two-shot by a fan Rotom. I think I want to just be like, yes, see, we wanted to bait out the stadium because they already played one Academy at night. They got the picnic basket. Because we do literally just win if I can put a Tyranitar in the active, and that's it. So we can just win. And Team Rocket's Arbok. I would say that Team Rocket's Arbok might be better than this. Yeah, they got the Academy at night. You haven't heard of the Academy at night tech in Raging Bolt? I mean, it's... maybe there's something we're not seeing here. And yeah, see, that was the joke I would have made, is like, oh, I had an Explosive Awakening doing something. All right, so all we have to do to win this game is get a Tyranitar in the active. Why on earth they put 4 Team Rocket's Factory, 4 Team Rocket's Proton in this deck, I have no idea. But we are not to question the Pokemon Company. Who are we to question a billion-dollar company? Okay, that's cool. So let's go. We definitely want, even though I know I have a bajillion freaking rare candy in the deck, we definitely want the Pupitar. Okay. All I will ask of you, Galen, is that you please don't knock out my Pupitar, because I don't know if I have any more recovery. And what do you mean, who is Seto? It's actually Cedo. It's just Jay Cedo. But Seto is, what, the second person ever to gift over 100 subs? Because it was Bugcatcher Leo, who still has an emote. I still haven't gotten rid of that emote. I can't remember how you get it. I think it's like a bit one. Yeah, so Bugcatcher Leo was the first one to gift over 100 subs. Seto was number 2, just Seto's a crazy person. And then number 3 was... oh, is Mr. Mountain Badoo at... I don't think Mr. Mountain Dew's at 100 yet. I know Mr. Mountain Dew got the emote. You know, you get 50 subs, you get an emote. I was trying to find it. Where is the emote? Oh, there it is. Yeah. And there's the emote for that one. All right, so I guess we just go... actually, I could... Ariana first? No, I don't think I want to lose the game. Right? I don't think I want to lose the game. That seems like a bad idea. Seems like maybe we want to avoid that whole losing the game part. Hey, there's a Team Rocket's energy. We're going to be able to attack next turn. I had him right where I wanted him the entire time. So, actually, the Fan Rotom gets knocked out coming into my turn. They need a counter stadium here. If they have the Baby Bolt... that's okay, because, wait, I can't... can I Giovanni? Yeah, I can't Giovanni, because you need to have a bench Pokemon, which is really bad. Do you? Because it says switch one... wait, what's the exact wording? If you do... yeah, so you have to have a bench Pokemon to use Giovanni, which really sucks. And, well, no, I don't necessarily agree with that. And then, of course, they... get rid of my energy. Yeah, Tyranitar's got this. We're going to take a prize. That's not going to hurt us at all. That's not going to open up a bench spot so they can go for Hooters. So they can go to Hooters and we're going to be in big trouble. Okay, I guess I have to go for Petrol and... cool. Love that. We're just going to... you know, we have so much energy that we're just never going to find. And then I guess we go Super Rod. Let's put in the Sneasel, the Lightning, and that's it. And then just end turn. So this... Wait, am I actually going to get a video out of this? I think if I win this game, then we can get a video out of this. But they do have to go to Hooters. Oh, they had a third stadium? Are you freaking kidding me? All right, well, we lost that one. Yeah, that's how this is going to go. This is how the entire stream is going to go. I apologize in advance. But I think we can all agree that the Pokemon Company's version, this is the Pokemon Company's one. Well, don't forget, they had 2 Academy at night, so we don't quite know what they were doing there. Well, we know that they just tried to push out a fart, and then they celebrated by flexing. I don't know why the screen froze there for a second. And if you're wondering, there was no new arrivals in the shop this week. And my favorite thing is that this Stantler box released in, I think, November. It was either late November, early December. That is the last paid cosmetic we've ever gotten in PTCGL, because I have not bought any new cosmetics. So this is the only new cosmetic we've received that is paid in the last 6 months, 6 or 7 months. So they got rid of coins, changed the price of cosmetics to trainer points, or to crystals, then trainer points. And then they just said, we're not going to give you any more. And another fun fact, if you sort by newest, that just sorts by A to Z. And if you go by oldest, that sorts by Z to A. So newest and oldest means nothing. And cost low to high also means nothing, because apparently the highest priced things are the free default ones. And then the lowest cost ones are like the things you had to watch the Spheal Appeal. This, if you tried to sell this code, you could make like $10, right? But so the lowest priced ones are the most expensive, and the highest priced ones are the least expensive. The game makes no sense. They had a secret Slowking. They're tired of tomorrow. Well, that's good, because I'm going to end your existence today. No, I mean, you're probably going to win. Okay, so remember, first every game. We go first every single game, because this is a Team Rockets deck. They put 4 Proton in the deck and 4 Team Rockets Transceiver, but no Buddy-Buddy Poffin. Well, they're choosing to go second. If you choose Tails, you're going second. Wait, what? Why would you choose Tails and go first? You're a crazy person. And Ginkgo, I know. Just do not peek under the hood. We have someone who actually knows what they're doing post things in the Discord just about how terribly made this game is. And I even referenced them in a video. Oh, it's Golden Go. Okay, so this is the one where I said we could win, but going first was a major part of that. But yeah, so I can't remember which video it was. It was one of the most recent rant videos about live, and just basically they said the code is sloppy, and then at least PTCGO's code was well made and not sloppy. It was not like I Am Legend's mom on a Saturday night. It was not sloppy. All right, so we go Ariana. Cool. Got nothing great. Wow, we are sure getting the cards today, aren't we? The heart of the cards are definitely with us. Okay, so we are going to get rid of Proton and Transceiver, and we're going to believe in the heart of the cards here. We prize the Mareep. I told you, a 1-1-1 line is the dumbest thing you could ever do. I told you. They put a 1-1-1 line. They clearly did not test this deck on PTCGL. So there you go. They did clearly, there was no testing done. Hey, we got rid of the Darkness Energy. That's pretty good. And yeah, the gist of the comments was that it takes 4 times the amount of code to do basic things. But we prized the Mareep in a game where we need the Mareep. And never gonna let me down. Just because you're a mod doesn't mean you control me. Just because I can't ban you or time you out doesn't mean I can't, remove your power. Wait, did they seriously tack in Team Rockets? What? What? They got the petrol and and they're going to use my factory? You tell Little Dark Furry that I'm renouncing his Canadian citizenship if I lose this game. Okay, well, they're not doing anything this turn. That's good. And I Am Legend, you forget that I'm a pilot and I can fly to your mom's house very easily. All right, well, we're gonna... I mean, I know that I'm putting 2 damage counters on somebody when I don't necessarily want to, but this is fine. Actually, I should have evolved... I should have rare candied this one and then Pupitar'd the active, so that was a mistake. But, I mean, I guess we just get on the de-evolution train. Because I think there's only 2. There's only 2 in this list, which is kind of dumb. Well, these could all be useful. These could all be very useful. And wait, they have 4 Proton in a deck that only has like 6 basics? Yeah, there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 basics and they put 4 Proton in here? Oh, man. Oh, geez. What have they done? What have you done to this game? Yeah, we can't really put the Mimikyu into play yet. Yeah, whoever made that article, because usually they put like, oh, you know, Ellis Longhurst wrote it, or they get, you know, their suite of top players like Tord and stuff to do the triple play, which I'm sure that article must be coming out soon, where they do like, oh, these are 3 wacky decks from Destined Rivals to check out. If I was going to win this game, I would need the Ampharos, because the whole point is that you use 4 de-evolution, force them to evolve through Ampharos, which puts 4 damage counters on whenever somebody evolves. So it's just so weird that they only went with 2 de-evolution and they went with setup when, like, you don't need 4 Proton. Like, like, some decks are playing 1 Proton these days and no electrons. Okay, well, they're stumbling. See, Little Dark Furry, you're okay. You're okay in my books, LDF. So I think we do an Explosive Ascension. And what I do is I hit the Monkey Dory, right? We go Explosive Ascension, hit the Monkey Dory. If I draw 2 Tyranitar off this Team Rocket's factory, BDCGL is guaranteed hates me, and this game is a lie. Okay, we got the Ampharos, which isn't necessarily better. Okay, so we go... I guess I put the Team Rocket's energy here. And then we go... Oh, God, I'm gonna Explosive Awakening all over the place. How'd last game go? Don't ask, Mark. How about that, Mark? If that is your real name. Just, you know, we're in a situation where I only have 1 more de-evolution in the deck, and I really wish I had 2 extra de-evolution in the deck in addition to that 1. And like a Frostlass. I tried Frostlass. Frostlass is good, but you have to cut out the Team Rocket synergy and you have to cut out Ampharos. And obviously you damage yourself. So like I have a Monkey Dory list, I have a Frostlass list, I have all of the lists. I almost blew my entire load when it came to building this. I almost blew my entire load when I came to building all these. But at a certain point, I was just like, I gotta stop, because there's, you know, hit and run decks you can run with this. You can run energy control, because Tyranitar's attack is a guaranteed discard. It's just it costs 4 energy. And you can't use Team Rocket's energy to fulfill the fighting, because Team Rocket's energy is just psychic and dark. So that's really dumb. It's just, there's so many things you could do. None of them feel good. None of them feel like I Am Legend's mom. And, well, I mean, the good news here is that I'm going to Archer them. But you got to play a 2-1-2 line of Ampharos. I knew as I read the article and I looked at their deck list, and it's like, seriously, you put a 1-1-1 list? So we can all agree the Pokemon Company is no trust your pilot. Can we all agree on that? Can we all say that trust your pilot, you're amazing and handsome? I think we can all agree on that, right? Ooh, we top decked the Fighting Energy. That's lucky. Sure, I'll put the Mimikyu down. I know we shouldn't. We should not. Shouldn't we? No, we shouldn't. And I mean, they're going to draw a bajillion cards, but I actually draw more from Archer than I do from Ariana. Well, that didn't go according to plan. Okay, well, let's Great Ball. And this is why you don't play 4 Factory, right? Because if you play 4 Factory, you're going to draw into a lot of Factory. You don't want to draw into a lot of Factory, do you? You don't want to have 4 Team Rockets Factory plus a neutralization zone. All right, well, good luck trying to retreat this thing. The crazy thing is they're going to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, and then see with their top deck 5, and then they're going to see 2 more. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I would it's interesting that they're going for the Monkey Dory first, though, right? Because you'd want to see if you can do 100 to the Tyranitar. I guess they're okay. They're just going for it. I don't like what you're doing, Tired of Tomorrow, with the Team Rockets engine. Okay. Team Rockets Venture? What the hell is going on? What did Little Dark Furry cook up today? Or was it yesterday? What was Little Dark Furry cooking up? But is Ariana good in this deck? Like, is a drop to... Oh, it was last week. Is a drop to 5 even good? In Golden Go? Like, I get that you discard down. He cooked too hard. There you go. Yeah, cooked too hard. You know, it's like a gold member. He touched it too much and touched it too much. Now he's gold member. All right. Okay, well, we can control their energy. And don't forget, with Zapdos' attack, it keeps the energy in play, which is always good. Well, like, we just have a random Flaaffy because there's no Mareep. Again, why do I have all these Team Rockets Factory? What is the point of all these Team Rockets Factory? All right, so we'll go Peter Petrelli for a Rare Candy. Dieta Tyranitar. I don't think I want to use De-Evolution. I would like to control their energy, but that's just not something that's going to happen right now. Oh, goody. Just what I wanted. Are we out of... We're out of Larvitar because we prized everything. Maybe this will put it in their head like, oh, hey, I should get rid of my stadium or something. I don't need my stadiums anymore. Trust Your Pilot's getting rid of his stadiums. Why do I need my stadiums? But, like, okay, so what I was doing, because I tested this for a lot longer than I normally test a deck off stream. Normally, I only whacked off a few times, like you heard with Team Rocket's wheezing. I normally don't spend as much time because after 3 games, I'm like, okay, I got the general consensus. The deck is good. Because you can find out after 3 games if the deck is good or not. This is not a good deck. Yeah, Ampharos, you have to rely on... Like, if I could have gotten an Ampharos in this matchup and for De-Evolution, we 100% win the game. It's just getting 2 Stage 2 lines up and running is never easy unless you're playing against Dragapult Dusknoir. And then it's the easiest thing in the world because Dragapult Dusknoir always gets it. Dragapult Dusknoir always gets its lines because of the Dracloak. And they can afford to waste time with Badoo and just mount and Badoo you, which is really bad. And okay, Lena, you're in the danger zone right now, and my opponent's in the neutralization zone. It's next to the bone zone. All right, let's go. I mean, I guess I just fail it. But you're in the danger zone. I can revoke your name at any point. Don't forget that. And you look at this. Like, where's the counter gain? Is there no counter gain in this list? I don't even think there's a counter gain in the list. Have we turned to Tyranitar yet? I think we did once. Yeah, there's no counter gain, so you have to manually attach to the Tyranitar twice to attack with it. I mean, let's have a moral victory here. Right? Instead of an oral victory, let's have a moral victory. We're actually, believe it or not, we're taking 2 prizes off of this, which is kind of hilarious. Yeah, there's no other way around it. You have to play the Ampharos build. You have to play for De-Evolution. And if you want to attack with Demolition Tickle once or twice a game, well, that's what you got to do. Let me guess. We're not going to get either of our basics that we prized. Oh, sorry. We prized pre-basics. We prized 3 basics. So, I'm sorry. And the little hop. The hop is my favorite part. Well, not of Sword and Shield. The hop is my favorite part of using De-Evolution and PTCGL. And I would assume they have a Team Rockets factory, and they just have a bunch in their hand because, you know, I had a Team Rockets factory down. Yup. What a shocking twist of events my opponent has done. This is what happens when you play a good deck against a bad deck. Okay, so we have, I mean, I guess I can knock out the Dracloak. I can knock out the Dracloak, I guess, if I really want to do that. Sure, let's knock out the Dracloak, everybody. Isn't this exciting? We're knocking out a Dracloak. This is what y'all came here to see, I can guarantee that. Well, I can't do anything, so let's strike the sleeper. Walking plane? We still have 2.5 hours to go. What do you mean stop playing this deck? We still have 2.5 hours left together. I got you for 3 hours of pain. And feet stuff. Hey, there's no escape, bro. You're stuck here with me. Oh, yeah. Oh, brother, yeah. Oh, yeah, strike my sleeper. Oh, scratch and sniff. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, is there... Oh, there's nothing funny with Thundershock. Oh, yeah, give me that Mountain Munch. Use that special Mountain Munch. Oh, then explosive, finishing me off with an Explosive Ascension, brother. Oh, the Explosive Ascension. Oh, man. I imagine there's like one viewer out there who just tuned into the stream for the first time, and that was their first impression, and then they closed the window, they turned off their computer, and then they threw the computer out the window, and were just like, never again. Oh, I put the seal sleeves on. Whatever. This deck sucks anyways. All right, we're going for the quad de-evolution. Sound like SpongeBob Krusty? SpongeBob Krusty? Like Krusty the Crab? Wait, Krusty the Clown? Or the Krusty Krab? And Buckwing? That was the opening to one of my videos. I didn't get a single person saying, oh my god, Pilot, way too... Oh my god, 1385? This might be the lowest ranked opponent I've ever faced. If we lose, I Am Legend is going to be banned for the entirety of 6 minutes. And then, of course, we suck. Speaking of crabs, I Am Legend, how's your mom doing? Have you played Ampharos yet? Well, no, because we were playing the Pokemon Company's version. I did record an intro to this video against my better judgment. I was not going to record my typical intro for a YouTube video, so there's no way this is going to be made into a YouTube video. Oh my god, are you serious? What is this start? Yeah, that was their version. The first 2 games were their version. Now this is like the Japanese version that For the Win copied and pretended was his. Yeah, it'll be a VOD. So that's kind of what I was thinking, is like, I can use this as a VOD and say like, oh, subscribe to this channel for the stuff you don't get to see, the stuff that the fat cats at the Pokemon Company doesn't. What do you mean if Hypno gets a Hypno did well? What do you mean if Hypno gets a video? Hypno was fun and good and took knockouts. We've also, so not only have we never gone first, we've also never started a Proton or a Transceiver or like anything. And Mecha Beast? No, there's no Arbok list. There's no Arbok list. I will be playing Arbok in about 2 weeks. Oh my god, a freaking Chingling. Well, I mean, this is the matchup. It's just, it's not a good one. And they probably, I would assume that they have the Blaziken that snipes the bench, so we're kind of screwed here. Yeah, Hypno's good. Hypno is like Tyranitar if Tyranitar was fun to play. And I would recommend Hypno. Like, when I build my Spidops deck, which is, you know, I've kind of cooled off on Spidops a little bit. It's more like you have to play one Mewtwo in your Spidops deck instead of playing 4 Spidops in your Mewtwo deck. I am Legend, I don't think you got the joke. Why would you use Combustion instead of Collect unless you got it like that? What the hell is this start? Can I get an energy or something, please? Can I get something? Can I get anything? Hello? Please? I mean, do I just Rare Candy the Mareep right? I guess I do. Because at least it'll put some damage into play the next time they evolve. But I was thinking, like, I think... Like, I get that, the 60 damage, but, like, wouldn't you want to collect a card? And Ryushamp, yes, with a decent hand, this is a good matchup. But 4 Transceiver, 2 Proton, 4 Ariana, that's clearly not enough. Okay, so there's the Blaziken with the Inferno Kick Flurry. Again, I'll get to this one in the future as well. There was no... I guess because I was hovering over the Blaziken, there was no animation, or did they not code in an animation for Team Rocket's Ampharos? Okay, well, we got a reversal energy. That's good enough. But yeah, just it's a really good attacker. Pairs really well with the Blaziken EX. So I think what I do is... Do I just de-evolution? Right? I just de-evolution. Because I can't get a Tyranitar right now. Actually, I'll get a Mareep right now. So I think I just de-evolution and attach the reversal. I know it kind of goes against, like, wait, what are you doing? You're playing a Tyranitar deck and you're choosing to use de-evolution when you need a Tyranitar? But no, because when they evolve, they take 40 to the face from Ampharos. It actually makes more sense to devolve them down and force them to level up again. And also, we have nothing going on. Though, are they... I have never seen that play in my life. I have never... Okay, is there an animation? Okay, there we go. Yeah, so the animation apparently skips if you hover over it. When have you ever seen any... Press 1 if you've seen someone Turo up a Torchic. And the Pheasantipity, oh, they clearly don't know what Tyranitar does. And that's in our best interest. So we win. If your opponent's playing an evolution deck and doesn't do anything for like 5 turns, that's absolutely GG. And we absolutely go for the Explosive Ascension. Because now we just have a Tyranitar. We're spreading cheeks. We might take a knockout next turn. If they don't knock out the Tyranitar and Dr. Ice Mike Freeze... Wait, is that like some D's nuts joke if I say it the wrong way? Oh, you... See, this is a curse stream. Absolute curse stream. Even the games that I win, I will not be able to make a video out of them because people will just concede. Yeah, their cheeks were clapped. And the ladder ends in 6 days, 19 hours. And wait, didn't somebody slid into my... Did A-Swing slide into my DMs on Discord and ask me about prestiging? No, you asked me during stream, so I have something to talk about. You run out of things to talk about when you stream 3 hours most days of the week. And the question was, you know, how amazing are you? And I said, I'm really amazing. There, thank you, A-Swing. Yeah, it was, how many times have you prestiged and do you still get rewards when you level up? I've prestiged twice. But you don't get any rewards for level 101 or 102. You get rewards at level 100, but level technically 1 and level 2, you don't get anything. And then for like level 3, it's 50 trainer points or something. It's really bad. Wait, are we going first? No, everyone is choosing to go first. Lena, you just reached level 100. Yeah, and then you start getting... Oh, it is? Because I remember I got 50 toilet papers at some point, I think. Yeah, I'm at level 260, so I should I probably gain like 20 levels a month, or maybe even more than that. So it, well, they did turn down the amount of experience. No, they didn't. I should be at level 300 by Worlds, I guess. Ooh, it's Team Rockets versus Team Rockets. Not even gonna put on the YouTuber voice, but I will. Oh, I will put on this voice, brother. Oh yeah, we're gonna get you for 3 hours of pain, brother. Oh, yeah, you're mine. There's no escape from the neutralization bone zone. What are you gonna do? You gonna take me down while I give you the old mountain munch and you erase my balls? Yeah, well, you better use that power saver, because I'm gonna demolition tackle, then cause a sand stream. Will I have drops for Worlds? I got you for 3 minutes. Okay, we got this. I could go for the Chingling and waste a reversal. It's just, you never start the Chingling when you want to. And maybe it's better to just butt munch here. So let's do that. Right? And I have found that the Team Rockets Mareep actually isn't that bad, because it just gets you an item, and an item you can go get is, oh, that's fine. An item you can get is the Transceiver. So it's like, if you start Team Rockets Mareep and you have to use procurement, that's totally fine. All right. We still have not gone first. Ooh, that's a great one. That's the Wayne Gretzky of discards. In the bone zone. Yeah, I don't think there's a neutralization zone in this one. I think it's Unfair Stamp. I guess if you're playing Unfair Stamp in here, you could play Petrol. So you can go Transceiver for Petrol for Unfair Stamp. Ooh, they're playing Persian, which is actually kind of bad. Well, it's good because we can knock out a Persian. But yeah, they're playing Persian. That's one thing I'll get to. I think, what is it? So it's EX week next week. Electivire, I think I can make Electivire work. The more that I think about Electivire, I don't think it's good. Yeah, Persian's not very good. What does Ampharos' attack do? I think it's just it's either 120 or 140 for 3 energy. Okay, they want to play all the Team Rockets cards. That's what they're just playing, all the Team Rockets cards. Yeah, so Electivire, Team Rockets, Persian. Well, I gotta check my list. You know, I gotta be like Santa Claus. I gotta reach into my sack and pull something out. Oh yeah, I always forget about Nidoking and Arbalova. Satitan, there's a wacky list with Satitan that I'm sure For the Win will get to. And then there's, you know, Rabska, maybe. It's very easy to build a Rabska list. What the hell is going on? Okay, so we can spread a bunch of damage here at least. I guess what I do is Ultra Ball away the double Tyranitar. Crazy, I know. But let me cook. Let me cook. All right, and then let's go. I could bring up the Mewtwo, but that seems bad. And then let's just go. Let's just burn the Transceiver because we're gonna be fine. I have a feeling we're gonna be fine here. Or let's actually go for Proton. I was gonna go Ariana, but we're gonna go Proton. Just gonna thin out everything. Have everybody set up and ready to go because they don't play anyone I'm really worried about. And if I can get, no, I'm not. Vanilla Scoop, you have to ask. Thank you, but you have to ask, Vanilla Scoop. No, of course I'm not wearing socks. How dare you even ponder the question? I will never forgive you. You know, I was gonna give you an explosive awakening tonight, but I'm taking it back. You don't deserve it. You don't deserve an explosive awakening from me. Oh, I didn't need to use Sacred Ash there, I guess. But can we all agree, you know, L Pokemon Company, for the translation change, we were a few letters away from an explosive awakening, and they said explosive ascension. They must have seen my video. And Vanilla Scoop, I'm doing terribly. This deck is horrible, but I hope you're doing a lot better. Okay. we just, you know, this is a pretty terrible board position for this deck, but we can get in there. We can reach inside that sack. And are you excited for the new TCG Pocket set next week? I think what I'll probably do is, because they always release, or they always seem to release, a brand new TCG Pocket set at the end of every month. Thank you for the Unfair Stamp. That's great. So what seems most likely is that I would play the Team Rocket set at the end of August, because Worlds will be over. We'll still be a month away from the Mega Evolution set. We'll be a month and a half out from Black Bolt and White Flare. So it just kind of seems like the timing works out, unless I can think of some really good decks. But, you know, I'll probably be running out of ideas for decks, because Black Bolt and White Flare is not that great. And yeah, I think the reaction to Penny at first was like, oh my god, Penny is so cracked. And then normal people were like, no, Penny kind of sucks. Penny's kind of terrible. All right, I don't mind them taking the knockout, because this gives me a chance to set up here. Now we just go Chingling, Reversal Energy on the Larvitar. Oh, I guess I could Reversal Energy the Mareep. You are literally the most useless card I could have gotten right now. All right, so we go Unfair Stamp, hope for a Team Rocket supporter. Just keep playing Jellicent until Worlds. You got it. How did we not get anything? And we also got nothing off of that. Let me guess, we're gonna get, there's nothing left in the deck off of this. This is fine. So remember when I burned those Transceivers and I was like, we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We are putting them down to one card in hand, and now I do wish I'd Giovanni to Meowth or something. You like looking at the shiny stuff? So you're like a seagull. Yeah, I should have brought up the Meowth with the Giovanni use factory, because I should have realized that I'm playing this game on Pokemon TCG Live, and a draw of 5 is nothing. But yeah, like I still don't do competitive battles. What the crap? I don't do competitive battles in TCG Pocket. I did like one just to check my rank. I was just like, hey, I wonder what my rank is. I haven't done a competitive battle in Pocket in at least 2 or 3 months, because the deck building is not intuitive. I don't really have a desire to just manually input a deck and not do anything. Never gonna let me down. Nothing can help a Team Rocket's deck setup other than luck. Okay. I mean, I guess maybe I should have promoted the Larvitar and done TM Evolution, but, you know, I believed in the heart of the cards. Wait, why are they retreating? Okay. Lena, I'm still using decks that I created at the start of the year. I'm still using, I think, like, Darkrai with Wheezing for some of the, like, CPU battles that I just put automatic. I don't even play it. I just let the game do it, just so I can get all the rewards. I'm still over 1,500 pack hourglasses. I'm still over 1,000 Wonder Trade hourglasses. Oh, please don't screw me over. And you screwed me over. Alrighty. Well, we lost to someone with a terrible ranking, but we can do this. I am confident that we can. Why is it so bright? That was weird. All right, let's start a prediction. Not for this game right now, but the next game. PDCGL will not screw us over. Everyone, say it with me. PDCGL will not screw us over. Maybe Bone Zone is better. It's not necessarily the gameplay that I hate. Like, I can get behind I Am Legends Mom. I can get behind 20 card decks, 3 prize points. I can get the enjoyment in it. It's just building a brand new deck is not fun or, again, intuitive. You can't copy a deck list. You can't import. You can't export. Like, a competitive card game that doesn't have an import-export feature, that's kind of pathetic. And you look at something like the automatic, oh my god, the automatic deck builder in Marvel Snap versus the automatic deck builder in, like, well, any Pokemon game that's had an automatic deck builder. At least we got the Proton. The Marvel Snap deck builder is really good. If you go back and look at the PDCGO deck wizards, oh, good God, that was rough. Oh, you want to, I'll put a Tyranitar in there and no Larvitar. Or I'll put a Tyranitar and no Rare Candy. I mean, as far as starts go, this isn't horrible. It is... And this is actually a good matchup because remember, the Pupitar helps you win. And wait, I think they put the Squawkabilly down in case I was donked because I did choose to go first. Okay, so there's no way they just bosses me turn 1, right? The more likely scenario is that they Iono me. The reason I was maybe going to hold the Mareep is because I was worried, like, oh, they could boss the Mareep and trap me. If they boss the Mareep and go, like, Badoo, I think I'm okay with that. The lone T-Tar in there for Mind Games, damn straight. And you get an Energy Zone in a 20-card deck. A sides format? Well, wouldn't you just take your phone? Or is it an IRL format? Because don't you just take your phones and you just match up and do a friend battle and you connect to their Wi-Fi and hope people airdrop you feet pics? Because that's what happens everywhere else. Wait, it's actually an IRL format? That's hilarious. All right, Jamming Tower. Oh, Jamming Tower's horrible. Oh, no. Okay, well, we have 3 factory. But the good news is that I can put De-Evolution onto my Larvitar early and not get punished for it. Because remember, the technical machines don't get discarded at the end of your turn if Jamming Tower is in play. Oh my God, wait, can I not risk using Ariana? I mean, there's no way, right? There's no way we get screwed over here by using Ariana. Squawk and squeeze, baby. Oh, they did have a bosses. They had a bosses and a counter catcher. It's going to be very important that I use my De-Evolution on the turns where I need to use it. Has Tyranitar ever gotten a good deck? Well, it has. Well, there's like 4 Tyranitar in standard right now. There's none of them that I would classify as good. All right, I am taking a chancey here. I am believing that I'm not going to draw into 2 Tyranitar, okay? Just don't give me 2 Tyranitar. Thank you, you gave me 0 Tyranitar. That's awesome. We don't use the TM Evolution. We're going to put the De-Evolution on... I mean, it's most likely that this guy will survive. I don't think they're getting a Dragapult this turn, so I am going to Team Rocket's Energy that one. Let's get this out of the deck, even though maybe I shouldn't do that. And then we just go Explosive Ascension, and everyone gets 2 damage counters. Oh, that was close. Because there's Team Rocket's Tyranitar. There's the one that mills your deck or does damage based on the amount of bench Pokemon they have. There's the Tyranitar EX that kind of sucks, that hits for a lightning weakness. But it does have the most HP of any Terra Pokemon at 340. That's like its one thing. It's like, I have 10 more hit points than Charizard, but Charizard has a better attack and a good ability. Yeah, but I have 10 more hit points. Yeah, Tyranitar was a thing. Tyranitar V was a thing for a tiny bit of time. And then there's the item locking Tyranitar. How much do they hate Tyranitar? Well, they gave us an item locking Tyranitar. And then right after they gave us an item locking Tyranitar, they gave us... well, Badoo and then Jellicent and just you can never use your items. Oh, right. Yeah, the Lugia with the single strike. It's like, oh, we're going to give Tyranitar a chance to shine. We're going to give it an item locking ability. 6 months later, hey, we're going to give Jellicent a chance to shine. Did they just... oh, they think I only have the 1 De-Evolution. That's smart by them, but it's also going to cost them. Ooh, this is interesting. So let's go Rare Candy. And then... I mean, I don't have an attack with this guy. So do I just Giovanni? I mean, we're knocking out both Duskull. This is like a dream matchup here. I think I just Ariana. And then, yeah, we go Team Rocket's Factory. We have the amp. That's GG. That's a literal GG. Okay, we don't want to put the Mareep down. We just want to have people who can play with themselves. I always enjoy playing with myself. We got the Chingling. You want to knock out the Chingling? Go for it. And then they just have a Squawkabilly stuck in the active. So yes, they did a good job getting rid of one of my de-evolution, but what about the other three? Wait, no one is able to possess that much power? Yeah, I think they out-thunked themselves. They were like, oh, if I can get rid of that de-evolution, then Trust Your Pilot can't whack off nearly as hard. And it's like, no, nothing's going to stop me from whacking off as hard as possible. The obvious issue here is that they just need an energy, and then they have Dragapult. Yeah, they're going to go for Fez. And I'm basically in a situation where I 100% need... That's not good. Okay, but they are in a situation where they need a Dragapult if they want to take the knockout. This list does not play the Mimikyu, because it's like the Mimikyu is realistically only going to be good if you have Lily's Clefairy. And Jose, well, there's the Archeops coming in Black Bolt and White Flare that if you put the Archeops in the active, you can use its ability to devolve your opponent's Pokemon, and then the de-evolution shuffles the cards back into their deck, which seems really, really strong. And they got it. Of course they got it. They always get it. But if I can get a reversal energy, well, we're going to have to do some things. But that's fine. I mean, we're knocking out the Dreepy unless they have a Dracloak. Okay, well then. And Tayhearts, hey, there's other ways to get Pokemon into play other than evolving through a fossil. You can use Reuniqueless. You know, don't knock Reuniqueless. Yeah, I'm not really. They just not. See, this can be slightly fun. That was the highlight of the stream. If you're watching the VOD on YouTube in like 2 years from now in 2027, you know, 2027 gang rise up. Wait, did they? Oh, they're like, oh, that Ampharos, we gotta get rid of that. If you're watching this in 2020, they are overthinking this so hard because I'm about to get rid of your Neo Upper energy. But if you're watching this in 2027 and you look at, like, YouTube has changed where there's an ad every 1 minute. But if you look at the most replayed section, this will be the most replayed section where the Ampharos knocks out the Dracloak. Well, that's for next turn. But what are you going to do? I'm not taking a knockout next turn. The Chingling's going to get absolutely bodied here, by the way. Sorry, Chingling. I put you into play because I thought you might survive. But like that song, you will not survive. And the deck does not play Team Rocket's Fardakuno, which means the Mareep is not protected against Dragapult pings. But as long as I can get it up, we'll be fine. All right, we attach to you. Let's play the Skin Flute. I didn't think there was anyone. Ooh, they have Briar. Ooh, so they could actually use my Ampharos against me. And then what do we do? So we have no energy. We don't need the Ampharos yet. We don't actually need to do anything right now. Though I guess I can Transceiver and play like Proton or something. Or I guess I could play Archer. But I don't want to. Yeah, they got no, it's Kofu. It's not Kabu, it's Kofu, right? Yeah, I didn't think there was anything left. I'm just doing that to use the factory and get the card out of the deck because there's no better move for me. The Unfair Stamp is interesting. But I think I'm okay just getting rid of their Neo Upper because the odds of them being able to attack next turn are very slim. Right, a de-evolution knocks out the dude. Actually, Pilot, it might be a good idea to Night Stretcher for the Chingling and then Demolition Tackle the Dracloak because then I knock out the Dracloak. Or I can go for the... No, I go for the Pheasantipity. I go for the Pheasant... What, Ginkgo, we're about to win this game as long as they don't knock out my active Tyranitar. What do you mean? We're going to hit 1500 with this deck. You don't have a, oh crap. I should have used Unfair Stamp. No, you're gonna whip your deck out. You're gonna whip it out for me. Please whip it out. Just let me see it. Don't let me see it. Don't let me see it. I can't take a single prize here, though. I mean, I guess the Briar doesn't really matter, because what? They'll take one extra prize? And what do you mean? The Gyarados deck was awesome, and that's absolute GG. That's Priori Incantatum. All right, so here we go. We go Night Stretcher for Chingling. I know it seems weird to go for Chingling. We go Giovanni. Go get the Pheasant Stiabity, and then all we need to do to win the game is not lose. It's very simple. And, I mean, yeah, I guess we get 2 cards, because I know there's an Ampharos in the deck. That's great. We get rid of TM Evolution and Ultra Ball. We go get the Ampharos. And Slumskull. Were you amazed? Were you so amazed by my gameplay that you were like, damn, I gotta give this person all my money, and that's why you're here? You're like, oh man, this person's way too good at Pokemon cards. They made such an amazing deck. What am I gonna do? I have to support them. All right, I mean, I guess I hold on to the Sacred Ash. But, like, I mean, I guess if they have a Turo, that would be the only thing. If they have another Turo and they bring up the damaged Dragapult, then we might need the Ampharos. Commentary is too good. Okay. So the gameplay, the deck building and the gameplay, negligible, but the commentary is good. That's just a backhanded way of clapping my cheeks and saying, you're not actually good at Pokemon cards, but funny? You funny? Oh, baby. Okay, so this is the game. They did put a de-evolution on the bottom, but we should have 2 more at the top. We're going to be drawing 10 cards this turn. And there's no way they can take a 2-prize turn, right? Or I guess they can take a 2-prize turn. We just need a de-evolution. That's it. Great top deck. Thank you. Okay, what the hell? Excuse me? We have 3. How did we not get a de-evolution when there's literally 3 in the deck? Yep. Okay, can you please give me 1? Thank you. Was that so difficult? Apparently it was. And there we go. We win the game. We beat Dragapult. That is going to be the 1 win today. There you go. What the hell are? That is our 1 win of the day. I hope you enjoyed it, because it's the only one. Yeah, I mean, what? They did nothing for... Wait, was this the game where they did nothing? No, this was the game where they actually did quite a few things. I just did better. Team Rocket's... Yeah. Dillhole, what do I think about having Garganacl and Cynthia's Darkchomp? I don't think Cynthia's Darkchomp is at its peak potential right now. I think what you want to do is just go for a full power build when the Orange Gatorade comes out at the end of September, which just boosts fighting type attackers. And then you go with a pure fighting power build, you know, do 200 damage with its first attack. So I don't think I like Garganacl, because you don't necessarily want to heal the Garchomp either. Because if you heal the Garchomp, you're hurting Spiritom's potential damage. Okay. Like, I completely understand why you're thinking Garganacl, because launching Garchomp's second attack is never easy. And if you play Power Glass, well, guess what? If you're playing Power Glass, you're not... Oh, God, I wish I knew it was in my deck. Yeah, sure. Because if you're playing Power Glass, then you're not playing Cynthia's Power Weight, and that's bad. And there's no real good acceleration. Like, you can play Crispin. Hey, it's United Wings. That's, oh, worst day of their life. Worst day of your life so far. All right, so let's go. What do we got? What do we got? Well, we don't. I don't think we need to worry about them evolving. That's one thing I don't think we're going to see today is, I mean, maybe they'll put a Rowlet into play and use Dartrix, or maybe they'll have like a Dunsparce or something. But they're in for a explosive awakening here. Oh, they're playing with the poison package? But yeah, just the Gabite's awesome. The problem is that there's just no good way to launch a Draconic Bust. You can't Draconic Bust all over the place easily, which is the main issue. Okay, so I guess they're playing the poison package. They play Binding Mochi. I think I saw this on Twitter that it did something in Japan. I believe that's what it was. It was something to do with Japan where this did a thing and it was okay, I guess. But we already have Tyranitar next turn. We just go Ariana, Ultra Ball into Pupitar, and then Unfair Stamp. They'll be down to 2, and they're going to be down a ton of resources. So I'll play it. No. United Wings, I can almost guarantee I'll play United Wings one time this year at some point. Because remember, they said for the Mega Evolution set, they're going to give us cards that boost every type. We just know about the Orange Gatorade boosting fighting types. So there's probably going to be like an electric generator for, you know, dark types or something. I mean, they might just reprint Dark Patch or something. So we're going to get cards for every type. They've just only shown off the Premium Power Pro, which is an Electro Power for fighting types. Premium Power Pro. That's going to be the absolute tongue twister. Yeah, Aqua Patch or Aqua Team Hunger Force, you know, that stuff. Oh wait, why'd they... Interesting. I'm surprised they didn't retreat. Because that would have also been a knockout. Well, we also had Dark Patch too, right? It's not like it's, they're not afraid to reuse old ideas. That's pretty much the entire point of the next set. That's unfortunate. I guess we go Reversal Energy on this guy. Because at some point we're going to want to attack. Well, that was unfortunate. Okay, so... Huh. Oh, I can't use Unfair Stamp because they did the thing. Okay, that's fine. Let's go Pikachu. Let's go and get a or a Pupitar. We're gonna get a Tyranitar is what I meant. And then, oh my god, why do you resist fighting? Why? What's the point of resisting fighting? It was Power Protein? Well, I mean, it's clearly Orange Gatorade. And we don't really have to worry about Petulant Poison as long as I can find Giovanni, which isn't likely. I mean, obviously well, I mean, they have 2 Wangs in the discard pile. It was a 10-year gap. Yeah, the metal they're going to put in the Mareep. Okay, yeah. Oh no, not my Mareep, the card that's absolutely useless. Oh no, please don't knock out my Mareep. Don't activate my Unfair Stamp. That would be so unfair. Okay, I mean, Reversal Energy will be live. I guess what I do is... And Runyon, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. Damn it, they're never activating. Your deck is struggling so much that Unfair Stamp is never getting activated. And Slumskull. Hey, everyone's giving me... See, I knew it. I knew I could masterfully bait you into giving me money, Slumskull. And you gave me a Prime sub. Wait, what? Wait. What? The ability didn't activate, right? Tyranitar's ability... Oh, no, never mind. Because Mareep was knocked out during Pokemon Checkup. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah, so I was KO'd during Checkup. Yeah, so there we go. So I was like, wait, what? No, it's because I was KO'd during Checkup. That actually does make sense. This is a rare PDCGW. I mean, I guess I get the Mareep on the field. And then Counter Gain you. Put the reversal energy on you. I mean, the Chingling is going to get knocked out at some point. And then apparently I can't do anything. But yeah, we're just going to go Evolution. There's, what, just a Flaaffy in the deck, I think? Yeah, just a Flaaffy. There's no Pupitar. There we go. And slow playing, well, it's because Poison activates during checkup. And then Sandstream activates during checkup. So because my previous Mareep was knocked out during checkup, then Tyranitar was promoted after a checkup resolved. So it's like in Magic where there's like upkeep and stuff. And Raphael, no. The reason you don't play Mewtwo with Gardevoir is because Mewtwo can't attack unless you have 4 Team Rocket's Pokemon in play. And even then, if you can, even if everything goes perfectly, even if everything goes perfectly, you're still topping out at 280. Whereas your Drifloon can do 330. Right? And the reason Gardevoir is so good is that Drifloon is a single prizer, so they only take 1 prize when they knock it out. Whereas Mewtwo is a multi-prizer. And then with Drifloon, it's very easy to just use Monkey Dory because, again, the game slows down. Now they conceded. They concede. Wait, what the hell's a treasure train? Runyon and Slumskull, you've activated a treasure train. Participants save 35% on 5 or more gift subs at level 5. That just seems like a really manipulative way to get people to spend money. Oh, was that the prediction game? All right, well, sure. There we go. Thank you for reminding me. Ooh, we're going first, and we actually have the turn 1 Proton. Yeah, I don't know what a treasure train is. Is it like a treasure trail? Oh, no, that's a happy trail. Sorry, happy trail is the stuff that goes from the hair that goes from your belly button to your undercarriage. A treasure trail is what I Am Legend's mom calls the Pokemon cards leading into the bedroom. And Runyon, thank you for the gift sub. I'm going to win this game for you. This is surprisingly actually a winnable game. Though we do have to let them beat me off a little bit. That was weird. Okay. So we got this? I want my $15 back. Oh, so you must live in Canada. And Mr. Leon, to show that you're cooler than other people, right? Why would you spend more money? Well, number one, I think I have like extra emotes, so you get it like 1 extra emote if you subscribe at tier 2 or tier 3. And Louis, you cannot enter them on iPhone. So if you have an iPhone or an iPad, Apple does not let you redeem codes within games. So it's not like it's a PDCGL thing. It's if you're on an Apple device, you are not allowed to enter codes inside games because Apple, that's just part of Apple's rules. So you have to go to like redemption.pdcgl.com or something. And then you have to log in with your Trainer Club account associated with your PDCGL account. This is a horrible hand, but also you tried to screw me over, PDCGL, and you failed. Oh, so maybe one of the codes ended today. That could be it, because one of the codes was, you know, some of them are limited time only. Some of them only lasted for like a week. Some of them are good until the 30th. Some of them, I guess one of them ended already. It's just I can't check because I already redeemed them, so I don't know. And I guess I could use one of my other accounts, but that takes time. That takes like 5 minutes. Yeah, Apple wants to make sure they're getting a cut of whatever jib you're whacking off. Okay, we can do this. Play the flute. You want a Tadbulb? You can get a sassy Tadbulb. And I have to burn all 3 of these stupid Poffins. Well, we'll get the 1 Mareep, but I have to burn 2 of the Poffin. Oh, you made a typo with a copy and paste? That's... Oh my god, that's Jason Bourne. All right, so let's go Ariana. And Slumskull? No, that's not how it works. Oh god, how long do you have? how long do you have? Of course we don't find any energy. I guess we just assume the Larvitar is about to get bodied here. And we go Counter Gain on you and then end turn. Hang on, guide. So it's, wait, do I have, if I go free codes? Yeah. Oh, yeah, don't look at that. I stopped doing that because I got lazy. But if you watch the video for free codes, like how to get free codes in PTCGL, I go through the steps on how to redeem the Twitch drops, and you have to, it's like literally 10 different steps. You have to link your account to the rewards.pokemon. It's not like other games where drops are just, you link your in-game account to Twitch and the drops are automatically added. No, you have to do like 10 different steps off PTCGL. And then you have to go to the rewards site and claim your code and then copy and paste the code into PTCGL. Yeah, literally, it's a 10-step process. Normally, I exaggerate things to masterfully bait people's rage. But it's one situation where I'm actually honest about how it's a 10-step program. Well, we got our energy. Hey, it's not, what do you mean my Garchomp deck? It's everyone's Garchomp deck. Well, no, I'm a masturbator. We all know that. Slumskull, oh, it absolutely is, but that's just PTCGL in a nutshell. All right, well, they're definitely knocking out the Larvitar because there's no one left to evolve. This would be a very winnable matchup if we just had playable cards. Do I go for a butt munch here? Because we kind of just have to wait and see. Though, no, actually, I can knock out the Voltorb. They're weak to fighting. I go Explosive Ascension, and then they'll get knocked out during checkup from Tyranitar, which isn't great because they have several backup attackers, but what else are we going to do? And Raphael, that's very mean. You know, who put you up to this? Was it For the Win? Did For the Win put you up to this? Because that For the Win, he's no good. Okay, the For the Win's evil. For the Win knows I'm sensitive about not having drops. You know, For the Win's over here streaming on YouTube. I'm over here suffering on Twitch where we can get drops, but no. Pokemon Company doesn't want to give me drops. Rafa, I'm going to go, you know what? I was going to go do an Explosive Awakening after this stream, but now I'm just going to cry myself to sleep like I normally do. Yeah, they only allowed drops for 5 different streamers, and only 2 of them, Azul and Little Dark Furry, are like actual PTCGL streamers. And slow playing, did I have an Ultra Ball? I can't remember. What was, yeah, so I had an Ultra, I don't know, probably. But, you know, that probably was the right call. I don't know. You know, I didn't have a playable hand, I think was the problem. Because it's like, which evolution do I go get, right? Because I don't necessarily need a Pupitar, but I might need one next turn. I didn't know what my prize was going to be. I didn't know what my top deck was going to be. So it's like, yes, technically I probably should have like gone for a Pupitar to try to have more Tyranitar next turn. But my hand, take out the Ariana, my hand was Ultra Ball, Poffin, Ass, De-Evolution, and Reversal. So I had very low expectations for next turn. And yeah, none of them are live. So see, I stream at least four times a week. If the Pokemon Company wanted people to drop their pants, they know where to find me. And I also haven't found a stadium this game. 3 of them in the deck. It'd be really nice to bump this thing. Imagine losing to a deck that's weak to an evolution deck that's weak to fighting with Team Rocket's Tyranitar and Ampharos. And E-Rich, damn straight. I have that effect on people. If this game goes long enough, is it possible for them to deck out? And also, don't look now, but Frostlass Monkey Dory would have absolutely destroyed them by now. You know, hey, would you like to play Frostlass Monkey Dory, but instead of a basic and a stage 1, you have 2 stage 2s? Well, then do I have a deck for you? And slow playing? You know, I wish I was embellishing it like LeBron James on the basketball court, but I'm not, right? I'm being truthful. Just like every user on Truth Social, I am being absolutely truthful in that the game screws me over at every opportunity it gets. What do you mean the worst version? This is the only version of Tyranitar. 3 reversals? Are you kidding me? All right, well, let's just shuffle everything back in, I guess. Okay, and then that and that. Should I just pretend like I'm going to get it like that? And we just go de-evolution? Like, I guess at worst I can procurement. Oh my god. Okay, I clearly should have held the hand and gone for the TM evolution play. What the hell is this? All right, well, we're going to get rid of TM evolution and Archer. Yes, I know that seems dumb, but it's what we're doing. And then we go for Flaaffy. Because I still have a Transceiver and then an Unfair Stamp, so we're okay. We go Flaaffy, procurement. That's what they put on your pillow every morning when you're at a hotel, a procurement. You like that one? Yeah, that was terrible. You shouldn't laugh. That was a horrible joke. Okay, I say that I can win this game as long as they don't knock out my Flaaffy. Well, even if they knock out my Flaaffy, I think we're fine. Every day is Bad Deck Thursday. I mean, it's single prize week. We're only playing good decks. Tomorrow will be the baby Hydrapple. Oh, don't go for my Flaaffy. Okay, that's an interesting one to go for. Do you not fear the Flaaffy? So I will play the day 2 NAIC list. I'll play, I mean, it's pretty much identical to the one that I showed off in my road decks video. So I will mention that in the intro if it makes it to YouTube. And then I'll play just like a straight baby Hydrapple deck with a ton of recovery. I guess I should, you know, write some things down. But does anyone have any ideas for baby Hydrapple? Because it's just basically recovery and bug catching set. That's pretty much it. Just recovery and bug catching set, and that's the entire deck. Play it with... Oh, yeah, that's the NAIC good build. But I mean, like, do you have any bad ideas? That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for bad ideas, you know? Okay, we don't need 3 de-evolution in this hand. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, we go reversal. Transceiver. I have to Archer, apparently. Was not expecting to have to do this. And then, you know what? I'm believing. I know I'm potentially wasting another de-evolution, but I believe in the heart of the cards. Sinistcha. I should absolutely not have believed in the heart of the cards. Because we literally have nothing. But if we get an Ampharos here, we might win the game. If I can just get an Ampharos or even an Ultra Ball, we got all of our de-evolution back. If I can just get the most basic of cards. Okay, we knocked out their Levincia, which doesn't matter. If they're not... Why does Mareep have a 1 retreat cost? Okay, so I guess... I don't even... There's no way we can win. Yeah, they can't get rid of the stupid Devos, and now we have 2 Tyranitar. You know, there's another stage 2 in this deck that I would not have minded to see. And they do realize this is supposed to be a 6'7" Tyranitar, right? And that this looks like a 3-foot tall Tyranitar. But Ryusham, defend yourself. Why are you saying I should play it with Sinistcha? Okay, there's no way, right? I have to... I guess I just bring up the Miraidon, D's nuts, and hope. Because it's getting bricked up. Okay, we have an Ampharos. That's the good news. The bad news is that we're about to lose this game. All right, I guess I guess I just get rid of Ariana, right? Because we're going to have to maybe trap somebody else. This is all part of my majestic plan. You're not prepared for what's about to happen. You know, if we could have done this last turn, I think we win based on math because their pre-evolutions have 60 hit points. So we were literally one turn away. What the naked sheep do? You mean the shave sheep? The lighthouse Pokemon? When they evolve, put 4 damage counters on their face. So this is going to be a very long turn. It's also a very boring deck to watch because you devolve 4 times and you have to watch them re-evolve. I don't know why the deck is not cooperating. Well, I mean, I know why it's not cooperating. It sucks, and it's PTCGL, but, like, you could help me out a little bit. Actually, I win next turn. Wait, I actually win next turn. I can win next turn if we get Tyranitar and an energy. Though I think we're out of energy at this point, so I am regretting that reversal on this Mareep, but we can win the game, or we do win the game next turn if I get Tyranitar de-evolution. And if they somehow are unable to retreat this Miraidon, we are... Oh no, they just have multiple Kilowattrel, so they're fine. The Larvitar hitting that Levincia, though, was insane. And, okay. And, ooh, I like that. I like that one. Okay, I'm going to write that down. You know, see, this is why I enjoy watching people whack off. Well, actually, what's the point of that? You know what? Actually, you know, I thought about it. What's the point of that, actually? Because you're still only doing 20 damage. Okay, well, thank you for being completely useless. All right, so we go. We have 2 cards. We just need to get Rare Candy and Energy, and we win. I'm very proud of you, PDCGL. You gave me nothing. You gave me neither of the cards that I needed, even though we have 11 cards left. And Sinistcha for... Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Thank you for admitting, Ryusham. Oh, man, this deck is bad. Okay, we'll play one more. I'll start a prediction, not for this game, but it'll be for the game after, where I switch to like a Frostlass build or something, or Crobat or something. We will play this version one last time. Well, Runyon, what I forgot to take into account in that equation is that I'm bad at math. And also, PDCGL actively screwed me over that entire game. So how about you, if you gift another sub, and it's another evolution deck, I can guarantee you a win this time. Okay? Maybe if you gift 2 subs, maybe that'll change the luck. Yeah, it's worse than you could possibly imagine. And Stellar Fish. Thank you. Well, the laugh at the end is makes me think that you're being untruthful. You're just laughing at me. You know, my mom always said I had a face for radio. Only boomers will get that joke, because, I mean, if you have to explain a joke, that means it's a bad joke, but radio is this thing. It's like a podcast. Radio is like a podcast, but it travels through the air like space waves. You should have said, "I'm serious though, LOL." Yeah, there you go. See, you got a face for radio. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, but Stellar Wish, you should have said, "I'm serious though, LOL." That would have been perfect. Apparently, no one wants to risk their channel points. You know I'm going to lose, so just vote that I'm going to lose, and then one person will vote like 20K that I'm going to win because they have a gambling problem. Okay, we got Proton. We're going first. We're starting Protons. We prized the Chingling last game. Yeah, Smitty, there. I'm glad you got it. You're a boomer like me. You like these kind of old people jokes. I do not have a gambling problem. Well, yeah, because you only bet 2K. If you had a gambling problem, you would have bet 20K. Wait, have I not given you a shout out yet, Stellar Wish? You know what happened? I had Video Game House add me to his favorites list, and he still hasn't rated me. Ooh, I have an idea for a Muck, not a Grimer deck. Well, I mean, I guess you can play like Relicanth in there and have some fun whacking off. But have you noticed that the further we go down in Master League, the more Team Rockets decks we play against? Has anyone noticed that the more we suck, the more Team Rockets decks there are? I probably should have gotten rid of that thing. End turn. Okay, so actually Corrosive Sludge is kind of bad for us, right? Because discard the defending Pokemon, and then Muck is a confusion. We are actually going to lose this one because Muck is perfectly designed to destroy me. It will strike me down. Well, don't worry, Runyon. As long as I can get my Giovanni, we should be okay. And Aceling, well, we're down at the bottom of 1400. And Stellar Wish, one of the first videos that I saw way back in the day before I started streaming was, you don't grow when you're live. That was one of the big pieces of advice, is you do not grow when you are live. So it actually, you do get more followers, you know, when you post on YouTube, or if you, you know, send people feet pics in exchange for follows. Or you just post on Twitter, hey, go follow me on Twitch, or just anything. So you actually get, I personally also gain more followers when I'm not live than when I am live. Uh-oh. Okay, the Arbok has a big weakness. Number one, it has to be in the active. Number two, TM Evolution gets around it, which is one of the things I really don't like about it, is you can just TM Evolution, and it's like, oh, that was boring. Okay, so we go Team Rocket's Transceiver. We go Ariana. I'm going to be risky here and get rid of the Archer and the Evolution, because I believe in the heart of the cards here. I mean, could you imagine not believing in the heart of the cards in a deck that never works? Could you imagine that? All right, and then we got the Team Rocket's energy, but we didn't get what we wanted. So I think I go Team Rocket's energy. And actually, oh no, yeah, we just knock out the Grimer. I don't think I have one left though. Do I? Hang on, do I have a Tyranitar left in the deck? I could use the Transceiver to find out, or we could have fun. Oh, we got it. Okay, Grimer's knocked out. There you go. And look at this. We have two Pokemon with ability. Two Pokemon with abilities. They can knock me out. Wait, why did they put a reversal energy on the Spidops? That's not where the reversal energy should go. You got hit with 5 ads? Yeah, because I don't think they're technically a sponsor. We have to work out the details. It might just be an affiliate link. I said if I got a sponsor, I'd turn down the ads on Twitch, but if I'm not making money from a sponsor and like having an ad on screen, and it's just an affiliate link, then obviously I can't do that because I barely make any money from ads on Twitch. I can actually look up my stats right now, and I'll tell you what percentage of my Twitch revenue is ads. It's very minuscule. Joke's on you. That was not the prediction game. This is the prediction game, and we're gonna play the Crobat build. And Clam Burglar, you better be here because I named this deck after you. No, I said 1,000 subs. Alrighty, let's see the breakdown. What are the ads breakdown? Oh, it's gone up, but it looks like 23% of my revenue on Twitch is ads. The rest is subs, and Twitch Turbo accounts for like 5% of it. Who out here is using Twitch Turbo? But yeah, the bits, I barely make any money from bits. It's basically just subs. And fun fact, I make more than double from paid subs than I do from Prime subs, so that's cool. And Kadu, well, no, this is the prediction. This is the prediction game. E-Rich, you're going to have to keep trying. Can never stand that ass. Oh, yeah, I've heard that before. What's Twitch Turbo? It's like YouTube Premium. So if you subscribe to someone on Twitch, you get no ads as well as access to all of their emotes. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, actually, they're playing potentially a thingy thing, so maybe I do get this. But yeah, it's like you don't get subscriptions, but you don't get ads. So on the entirety of Twitch, you don't get ads if you have Twitch Turbo. So it's Twitch Turbo removes ads from all of Twitch, but you don't get emotes, you don't get any of the subscriber benefits. So it's just a nice way to remove ads. Oh, it's Mammooswine. How do I get money from Twitch Turbo? It's like how I get money from YouTube Premium. Twitch and YouTube, they know who is subscribed, and then depending on their watch time, or it's based on like how many ads would have played had they not been subscribed, you get like a cut of it. It's like, you know, how do artists on Spotify get paid? It's sort of like that. Yeah, so it's think of it sort of like Spotify. It's not one-to-one. But it's like, how do you get paid on Spotify? Well, if people listen to your song, you get a small amount of money. And that's just kind of how it works. E-Rich, are they playing? Hey, we had success with the free Mammooswine deck. But this is going to get a little sketchy. All right, well, let's... Accompanying... The flute never works. It never, ever freaking works. All right, well, let's get you and then Ariana. Okay, we got an energy, and we can explosively ascend these nuts into their throat. All right, so let's go. Yeah, I mean, we don't quite have what I want, but we're close enough. And let's go Rare Candy into this guy. And yeah, we got to set up these guys. This is going to be a long one. That's what she's... So this is going to be a pretty long game here. And I kind of need to set up for the future. And TQ, if you did have a small amount of money, would you give it to me? Exactly, slow playing. If you watch Twitch for 24 hours a day and you can't, they're like Pringles, you can't just have one. Oh, this would have been perfect for Ampharos. But we do survive a Shinobi Blade, which is hilarious. Mirage Barrage, unfortunately, doesn't get stopped by my guy. But can they use Mirage Barrage here? I would imagine they just went to get a Mammooswine, which is bad. And Lena, you missed Trust Your Pilot whacking off, which is what he normally does. All right, there's a Transceiver. Now what do we do? I guess what I do is Giovanni, and we bring up this guy. I reversal you, and then we retreat into Tyranitar. TM Evolution. I know I don't get the Golbat boost, but it does allow me to get a, Crobat, so that's what we're doing here. Yeah, they sent me feet pics. I had to do it. My feet were tied, my hands were tied, I was gagged. You sent me feet pics, everything is, the slate is wiped clean. And I will admit, I thought the Mimikyu was a Chingling. So for those of you who think that I was a master at that last turn, no, I realistically, honestly, 100% thought that this was a Chingling. Clearly, it was not a Chingling. All right. Okay, there's a Darkness Energy. That doesn't really help. Okay, let's go. Attach. Actually, I can confuse. No, we're not going to confuse. We're going to win this game. Now watch this draw. All right, so let's do you and you. Sacred Ash. Put everyone back in. Transceiver for Ariana. Great. How can we not get what we need from 8 cards? Easily. Well, actually, we didn't get a Tyranitar, so that's pretty good. Because now I can just evolve into Tyranitar. Wait, how many de-evolution did I put in this list? Because that'll determine some things. I may have only put 2 in this list, so maybe we should put it back to 4. And we can't use Sneasel to knock out the Greninja, which is really bad. Yeah, we'll just go Pupitar, Explosive Ascension. You honestly think I can remember back to that day, Myrtle? The rule of Big Toe is that whatever the first list in the video is, that's probably the one that's the best. Because I typically play the first one, or I typically play the best one first. So if there's the first list in the video, that is the one you should go with. Like 90% of the time. Well, Tyranitar is about to get bodied. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't think Crobat pairs with Tyranitar. I think that's what we've learned, is that Crobat n'est pas le pair with Tyranitar. All right, I think this guy will survive as long as they don't put a basic down. It resists fighting. I was speaking French for a second. Canada is a Duolingo country. Yeah, it's just like you can. Okay, so I was just thinking there. That's why there was that long pause. Does the Crobat pair with anything? Some toes and some peanut butter? But I was thinking maybe with the Crobat build, you use Giovanni and maybe Big Air Balloon. So we'll try that. We'll make this change right after this game. What we'll do is we'll focus just on the Crobat. And we'll use Big Air Balloon and Giovanni, so we can essentially just like recycle the dudes, and we can view all the nudes. Okay, let's go. Again, I don't think Articuno does anything in this matchup. We can maybe put the Sneasel down. And then we go Counter Gain, Team Rocket's Factory. I should have gotten rid of the Buddy-Buddy Poffin, shouldn't I? And watch me do a magic trick as we get 0 Team Rocket supporters. Okay, well, technically we didn't. And then we have the Gemstone. That does nothing in this matchup. That's pretty cool. Okay. And then Transceiver. 100% Ariana. Now the question is, who gets the Gemstone? I really don't think it matters in this at all. So put the gemstone on the Mimikyu, because don't forget, I can copy Greninja EX if I get a Team Rocket's energy. But we're going to have to, you know, get rid of Team Rocket's energy at some point. Oh, this is great. There we go. Okay, so we're not going to return our ass, okay? We checked out our ass from the store. We're not going to return it. No, I don't think you can do it. I don't think with a 2-card... Oh, no, they have Mammoth Hauler. Okay, never mind. Is that Greninja any good? When I copy it with Mimikyu and Shinobi Blade its face... Oh my god! Are you kidding me? I was like, oh, it's okay. There's no way that they get another evolution and knock out my Crobat because I gave them 2 cards. Oh no, it's no big deal. We just have Rare Candy, Quaquaval, and then I haven't even used Mammoth Hauler. Okay, well, the Luxray doesn't do anything, because I was like, oh, we resist fighting, we'll be fine. No, it's a perfect 310. I'm pretty sure. Like, I knew they had up tempo, but I didn't think they were going to get it. You know, the nice thing is that I would have had to discard the Crobat anyway, just it would have been they take 1 prize instead of 2. Okay. This is fine. This is rock chest plate. Well, I'm going after your Greninja, so it doesn't really matter. Though I think I'm out of reversal energy. So any hope that I would have of attacking with this Tyranitar is kind of out the window. Like my clothes after I told I Am Legend's mom that I found someone better in Switzerland. Quack my balls. Got to pay extra for that. Gotta pay an extra bill, huh? Gotta get, cause ducks have bills, you gotta pay an extra bill to get that kind of service? Okay. Yeah, this was a bad match. Well, I mean, this wasn't a bad match, this is a bad deck. This was not a bad matchup, this is just a bad deck. Okay, let's send up the Crobat. Because, I mean, what if they can't find more energy? That's cool. Alright, so we got Pupitar. And then, wait, do I have I don't have Night Stretcher for an energy, so I can Giovanni. We can get rid of the Proton. Let's do that. What do we got? My goodness, do we have energy? We have 3 Team Rocket's energy and a whole wackadoodle of things. Okay, so I guess we just... There's no way we whiff it, right? Wait, do I not have I don't have a freaking Giovanni. Are you kidding me right now? So we don't have the Giovanni, of course. That would make too much sense. We have to go Archer. Are you a cutie Cinderella viewer? Wait, didn't we have several de-evolution in the deck? Wait, weren't there... I thought there were several de-evolution in the deck. Oh, it was Team Rocket's... Sorry, it was Team Rocket's energy that we had. Okay, I guess I go for an ass return? Because there's nothing else I can do? Sure. Yeah, sorry. No, yeah, I was thinking incorrectly. All right, 90, and then, yes, we put it into my hand. Everything else gets discarded. Sure, let's... I mean, we lose because I don't have any more cards. All right, we're definitely gonna reuse the Crobat. That is the strategy. We're gonna remove everything that doesn't allow Crobat to attack. We're gonna get rid of the Sneasel. And we're just gonna use Crobat and a bunch of big air balloon. Okay, well, it's not slow playing. You should have bet 20K, not 2K. This is not NBA. Okay, well, congratulations, you beat a terrible deck. Okay, we can do this. We can absolutely do this. We can win one more game. I'm guaranteeing one more win this stream. The stream will not end until Trust Your Pilot wins 1 game. Okay, so we're going to get rid of the Mimikyu. 4 Zubat. Okay, so we want to get rid of Reversal. I think we want to have 2 Darkness. And then... Okay, so 4 Ariana. We don't want the Flute. I mean, I guess we want like 2 Night Stretcher. Don't need Counter Gain. So we have 4, 3, 2. How many Rare Candy? 2 Rare Candy? I don't know. That doesn't seem very good. Yeah, let's get rid of the TM. We don't need the TM. We don't need no stinking TM evolution. Not where we're going. Where we're going, we don't need roads. And then Super Rod, and then what? What did I say? Big Air Balloon? I can't type. We all know I can't type. Okay, then we go boom, boom. I guess we don't need Rescue Board if we have Big Air Balloon. And then we have 3 Giovanni. What do you mean? Yeah, we don't need to evolve, not when we have all the things. All right, let's put Neutralization Zone as our ace spec. So we'll cut a Poffin. We'll go 3 Giovanni. Yeah, this is fine. This is the greatest Tyranitar Crobat list anyone's ever made. You know what? I'm going to play maybe 2 games with this list, and we'll start a prediction for the next one. If this goes horribly, we will not play this again, and we'll play the Frostlass list, but I believe. And Stellar Fish. Yeah, 1 week only. We have Half Year Havoc. It's just the 3 sets released so far this year. Prismatic Evolutions, Journey Together, and Destined Rivals. And what do you mean? We have Iris's Fighting Spirit. That's a pretty good one. Ooh, I should have maybe put a 3rd de-evolution in. Yeah, we should have put more de-evolution in the list. Oh, I feel bad for them. They clearly have something going on in their life right now. All right, we go Proton. BTC Joe tried to screw us over. What else is new? That's fine. We get Zubat, double Larvitar, or do we just get like triple Zubat? What do we prize? Well, we don't need triple Zubat. Boom, boom, and then end turn. Okay, we go Golbat next turn. Golbat does have an attack that confuses them and does 30. But a lot of people were hyping up Crobat, and I think Crobat has been the most disappointing card from Destined Rivals, from like, card that had potential that people were talking about to hasn't done anything. Yeah, if you allow the prismatic reprints, everything. Well, no, because they weren't reprints, they were reissues, because reprints reset the legality. I guess they were just reissues. Oh, remember a few weeks ago when I was talking about Stan Lee and my favorite Stan Lee show, Stripperella? Remember that? All right, well, let's evolve into you. I have a funny quote, my favorite Stan Lee quote. All right, so let's go. I'll tell you about it in a second. I guess I just Ariana. Get nothing. I can't even retreat. I literally can't do anything. All right, well, let's Rare Candy into you. We're going to put some damage on the Impidimp. And they're weak to grass instead of fighting, because that's cool. Do I even bother with a Pupitar? I don't think so. I would just attack. I guess I would attack with it or something. I mean, I could, but like, what do I get rid of? I get rid of Archer and Transceiver. Actually, that would have been smart. But yeah, so my favorite Stan Lee quote is, comic books are like boobs. They're fun to look at on a screen, but they're better when you can touch them in your hands. And I believe that's an official Stan Lee quote, because it was all about the rise of, comic books on iPads and stuff. And like, oh, what do you say about all the people are reading their comic books on iPad? And just basically he equated those two, and that it's better to feel them in your hands. And that's the best quote ever from the creator of Stripperella. Excelsior, there you go. Okay, we can definitely win this one. I am regretting not using the Ultra Ball for Pupitar, but okay, never mind. I am absolutely okay with that decision now. What the? What the? Okay. Yeah, Lucas, there you go. See, you're an aficionado. You're a comic book aficionado. Are you... How are they getting everything? I'm having flashbacks to my Wheezing stream where every Grimmsnarl player just had it like that. Okay, well, I'm not worried about my Crobat going down anytime soon. So that's actually totally fine. Bone Zone, baby. Well, this is embarrassing. I guess we have to shuffle the deck, so thank you for the Spike Myth. Because we had 3 supporters and a Transceiver. Yeah, that's the one nice thing about using your opponent's Spike Myth is like, yeah, you have to shuffle the deck, buddy. All right, they're going to do the thing. The Gemstone means nothing. The big air balloon. We may as well save the Larvitar for a potential Ultra Ball discard if I need it. The half-year Havoc is only available for a week. They've changed the timing where it's most trainer trials now are just a week. But the GLC will be 2 weeks. And of course, it's not true GLC. GLCD's nuts. Because if we got true GLC, then people would actually be happy and they'd play this game, and we can't have that. But, you know, after 2 hours plus the testing I did with this deck earlier today off stream, that's the part about, you know, you think it's all glamorous. You think it's all foot lotion and foot massages. But what we do off stream, you know, for the win, we'll test a deck off stream quite heavily before, you know, recording a video, just so we can, you know, good eye, mates. Today we're playing Tyranitar with the Ampharos. Oh, this deck's got me didgeridoo buzzing. So it's the non-glamorous part of doing this is the stuff you don't see online. And Stellar Wish? Well, no, because it doesn't have Monkey Dory. Yeah, For the Winds joined us here. All right. My choices are lose a Larvitar or let Crobat take major damage. Yeah, so the monkey are there. Oh my god! How are they finding all their monkeys? And Huge Beard Guy, it's confusing. Yeah, there's an ELO system, but there isn't really an ELO system. It's basically there's 2 separate sections, but again, it's not really good. It's there is, but there isn't is the best way to explain it. All right, we can finally return my ass, which we're not actually going to do because this is one thing you don't send this back. When you're born with something like this, you do not return it. Yeah, getting screwed over in real life is better because remember, you can smell your opponent in real life. I don't know what Lemieux smells like, and that's really disappointing. Like there's very few benefits to playing IRL. Like you have to pay for the cards, you have to travel. The benefit is that you get to smell your opponent. Who can say no to that? Ah, God. Yeah, I guess we don't even want to put the Team Rockets factory down. What if I hit into their Monkey Dory, they just win? Okay. Let's big air balloon and retreat, and I'm sure this will work out. Lena, well, that's why I always accidentally drop my cards onto the table. Like, oops, dropped dropped a card under the table because their feet are under their table. Yeah, you can tickle their feet too. And Josh, that's one of the most descriptive ways anyone's spoken about me and what I look like. Didn't I put Team Rocket supporters in this deck? Didn't I put supporters in this deck, or was that a dream? It's possible that was a dream that I dreamed. I dreamed a dream. I think it's safe to say that with Monkey Dory everywhere, you can't win with this deck. Yeah, I forgot to put the supporters. You just don't play Tyranitar. Next up, we're going to switch decks. So remember what I said. We're going to switch decks for the prediction game if it goes horribly. This went horribly. Maybe they're the only Marnie's player to put one copy. And believe it or not, I can't actually evolve into Tyranitar. Oh yeah, now after everything's been knocked out, now we get the Transceiver. But I can't put Tyranitar into play because then they'll just Monkey Dory. Ow. So we're in a lose-lose situation. Well, I didn't dream of this being playable. I just thought it might be playable because For the Win made a video on this deck. And I was like, if you can't trust For the Win, who can you trust? And that's GG. Well, I mean, I'll just let them take... Wait, what was the pause? What was the pause? They paused for like a minute. And, oh god, somebody called Altered Creations just followed. Are you hoping for tag team Mega Evolutions in September? Are you hoping that Mega Diancie is a tag team? And thank you, I Am Legend. Yes, this is the prediction game. We're not playing Crowbit. We're playing... Let's play a Frostlass build, baby. Let's go under 1400. So they have YT in their name. I do that on like, do I do it in Magic? I do it in Marvel Snap where I put YT in my name to, you know, try to get people to type your name in. But if I typed in their name on YouTube, there would be like 50 different people that pop up and they would probably pop up before them. So I'm going to look up their name, but I don't think there's any chance they are the one that pops up. So I typed in... Oh, there's a Cleffa in this deck? Yeah, like it's just videos from people named Richard. Oh wait, this is Typhlosion? This seems like a good matchup. Yeah, there's no way that you're going to find their name. Like you have to have a unique name, like Stellar Wish Game. Like that's a very unique name. Because if you didn't know, Stellar Wish was the name of Jirachi's ability, the heavily playable Jirachi that we had way back in the day, the awesome Jirachi. Yeah, we just end turn. Or I guess I rescue board this guy just to do it. So Stellar Wish, that's very Pokemon centric. No one else is going to have that name. That's why everyone's disappointed when the Tatsugiri's ability was not called Stellar Fish. And if you played PDCGO during the Jirachi days, you know that that card was extremely expensive at one time. Because it was a rare holo, and that was at a time where rare holos were really hard to pull. And then the only saving grace, which didn't really even help that much, is that it was a pre-release promo as well, and that was mega expensive. All right, just don't flip heads. Thank you. All right, we're going to drop to 7. I think I'm okay doing this. Never mind, we're going Arven. I think I'm okay just researching everything away. No, we're going for Arven. All right, we don't have an Earthen Vessel. That's okay. I also don't mind building up their dude. Because everyone on their side of the field has an ability. All right, so let's go take a Pupitar. And then Get rid of the Evolution and the Flute. Go, I guess, Frostlass in case they put an ability Pokemon into play. We just want to have access to that. And then we go draw 4. Pretty decent draw there. And if they are crazy enough to put a Quilava, I don't think... Oh, God, what the hell? The Torracat. I was like, what the hell is the middle evolution of Emboar? It's Torracat. Everyone knows that. Ooh, we just need a de-evolution now. All right. PSA 7? Oh, you mean only a PSA 7? Cool people have PSA 10s. You know, I like my PSA graded Pokemon cards like I like my women. 5s and 10s. Yeah, everyone knows that. Okay, let's go into you. We can reversal. I guess this is just... Okay, that's an unfortunate top deck. That's unfortunate. We go reversal energy. Get rid of Tyranitar and this thing. We go for Frostlass. And now we play the waiting game. Wait, do I even... Yeah, we just put back the Tyranitar and then research. We have a couple Crushing Hammer. Okay, so we go... No, we can't put the Counter Gain down. I think I just bring up a Cyndaquil and we just go Explosive Balls. But one of my favorite things is, like, if you get a really horrible condition card from a pack, you can actually say it's pack fresh. Right? If you pulled a card that is just in the worst condition ever, technically it's pack fresh. Incineroar is standard legal for another, what, year and 9 months? I can create so many babies in that time. So in a year and 9 months, I think this will be a thing at some point. Right? All they have to do is have 4 bench Pokemon. It attacks for a single energy. It does 240 and burns. There is the Magmortar. Oh, crap. Well, actually, this is great because all the Quilava have abilities. But... it seems like too good of a card to not see play. You can 240 for 1 energy is amazing. Ooh, interesting. They're taking a proactive approach. Myrtle, I have about 10 more decks ready to go, and that's before I even truly whack off. Like, that's before I even reach my final form. Okay, unfortunately, we cannot use the reversal energy to attack with Tyranitar. That's okay. Because we can de-evolution. And that's all we want to do anyways. All right, Morty's Conviction, I think, is correct. Actually, let's go for Arvin. Morty's Conviction is correct, but we're just going to play the Skin Flute. I guess we probably get another Counter Gain. And let's see, can we get any basics? Oh my god, have I hit a Saint? I think I hit a Pheasantipity earlier today. About 90 minutes ago, I hit a Pheasantipity, and I think that was our one actual get, was a Pheasantipity. Wait, is this a board wipe? Oh, no, because the Cyndaquil have 70 hit points. I was like, is this a board wipe? No, it's almost a board wipe. As soon as they evolve into Quilava, it's a board wipe. Flute is a lie, but apparently Frostlass is better than Ampharos. You know, my crazy idea worked. Yeah, so again, Hydrapple tomorrow, whatever EXs are left, like our Balava, Nidoking, definitely not Regirock. And then the following week will be Annihilate and a few other stragglers, and then I'm whacking off. Rotom Tools will do that as well. Crustle, haven't gotten to Crustle either. And like these are decks that have an actual chance of working. Right? I'm not scraping the bottom of the barrel quite yet. Samuels, that's PDCGL. Hey, wait, we won that one. Wait, that was the prediction game and we won. Okay, so apparently we have found it. We have found the holy grail of Tyranitar decks. Awesome. Yeah, that was the prediction game, right? I think it was. Okay, I'm going to cancel. The game's going to break. We're probably going to find ourselves in a game. Reggie Rock. Look at how bad this card is. Okay, well, actually, I think I can embiggen it if you... Yeah, wait, no, wait, can I... Oh, no, hang on, one second. I got it. I'm a pro streamer. I've played this game for over 3 years. I know what I'm doing. There we go. I mean, they did technically just add this. But look at this. 4 energy for 140 damage? That's terrible. It doesn't have a 4 retreat cost, so you can't use Heavy Baton. It only has 230 hit points. That's horrible. Like, you're not even knocking out a Pidgeot EX for 4 energy. Card is terrible. No one should ever use it. Just don't do it. What do you mean? What do you mean it has Pilot's name all over it? Slow playing, you got to be sub to say bad words. Don't forget that. Not even Ignition Energy. Well, yeah, because Ignition, remember, Ignition only works on evolutions. So Prism Energy is for basics. Ignition is for evolutions. And E-Rich? What do you mean? Gyarados is totally meta. Gyarados, so many Gyarados decks made day 2 at NAIC. What do you mean? You know, one nice thing about me knowing that I'm not making a YouTube video out of this is I don't have to edit a YouTube video. So there you go. I just have to upload the VOD and you're all happy. Well, I mean, no one here is happy because you're watching me play PDCGL. That's a double negative. Ooh. Is this a terrible matchup or a good matchup? I actually don't know. And slow playing, thank you for this. See, I can always masterfully bait people into giving me a sub. All right, I think we go Ultra Ball away these guys. We're going to go for the Snow Runt. And then I'm just going to research next turn. And then remember, we have to Night Stretcher first. Trust your pilot is a smarty pants. And I mean, I guess. Ooh, I can put the counter gain on the Frostlass. You know, we can do 60. We can do 60 is what I said to I Am Legend's mom last night because when she asked about her age. No, it's totally fine. Yeah, see, I am a masturbator. You know, never, everyone, if you ever, like, how do you explain Trust Your Pilot in 2 words? He's a masturbator. He got all my money out of me. He milked me dry. At Myrtle, I was thinking about playing the other Snow Runt, the one that does 20 and shuffles in a random card from their hand. But, I mean, there's just so many fighting decks running around. I thought 40 for 1 would be so much better. Oh, they have no idea. Wait, they also... I think we win, right? Because they have a bunch of basics. They only have 1 Monkey Dory. As long as I don't get bricked up, we're going to be fine, which is why I kept, you know, these 2 cards in hand. And Myrtle, oh, well, you can't hear me, but I think Myrtle, I think that means you should probably subscribe to me. Interesting that they put the Luminous on the Mimikyu. I can guarantee you were... Wait, what? Why wouldn't you item lock me? Do they think I have not? Oh, they're going for the evolution. Okay. And Titanfall... Hopefully they release Titanfall 3 as Titanfall 2. That mission where you're going back and forth in time, one of the greatest missions in gaming history. I think we can all agree on that one. One of the most sublime missions in history in the history of gaming. But will they actually give us Titanfall 3? Who knows? Oh, sorry, I was waiting for I Am Legend to tell me that it was fine. But yeah, the previous one was the prediction game. You should have item locked me. Your first mistake was not going for the head. Oh, we also have a thing in our hand. Okay, how worried am I about Funky Dory? I could also Cleffa. Yeah, I think we just wait, right? I don't think I mind doing this, and we just go for another Larvitar, because they're obviously going to target my Badoo and my Cleffa. They're not going to go for my Frostlass. And I desperately need cards. I don't think Arven would necessarily help that much, especially when I don't have Earthen Vessel or anything. And yeah, remember pre-rotation, everyone's like, oh man, for Alligator. Well, I mean, I was one of them. Everyone's like, oh, for Alligator and Slowking are going to rule the format. And then they announced Shaman. And it's like, okay, well, Slowking's done, but for Alligator. And then it turns out for Alligator was better pre-rotation than post-rotation. Though I think for Alligator is better than the playability would have you think. It's just that people really aren't playing it anymore. You know, the combo is so fun. Use the ability, damage your for Alligator, and then use Monkey Dory to heal it, and then just use the Relicanth to copy Big Bite and then trap somebody in the active. So if they put a Latias down in a basic deck to retreat their basics, well, you just Big Bite it and they can't retreat, and then you win. All right, so they're going to reverse Thrust, which is what me and I Am Legends Mom, the move we used last night. All right, here we go. Okay. I don't even think I need to get Tyranitar into play. You know, I'm looking at their board. I don't even think I need to put Tyranitar into play to win this one. But I'm going to. I just don't think I have to. All right, well, let's go Reversal Energy U, Counter Catcher U, and then Iono. And Sonny, shouldn't you be streaming, Sonny? You were supposed to stream yesterday. Ooh, we got the de-evolution. That is awesome. That's what I wanted. Yeah, Sonny. You get mad at me for not streaming. You're streaming less than me right now. Okay, yeah, maybe we're not attacking with Tyranitar ever. Okay, so we're gonna do that. I can Arven for another de-evolution. Their Mimikyu is gonna get knocked out, which kind of sucks. Because then reversal energy, and that's what Sonny does, you know. If he comes to your house, gonna clog the toilet, and he's gonna knock a hole in your roof and say, it wasn't sunny enough in here, huh? Get it? Okay, so there is potential bad things that could happen, but I think we're fine, right? We're gonna take 4 prizes within the next Timmy turn or two. In order for them to do any sort of meaningful attack, yeah, I mean, the Badoo's getting knocked out, so that's fine. But in order for them to do any sort of meaningful attack here, they have to get their Feraligatr into play, but Feraligatr has an ability. Just the problem is I'm not going to be able to attack with my Tyranitar, so we have to limit our abilities. Josh, that was actually good, but we just took 3 prizes. When's the last time Sonny took 3 prizes? Exactly. It's like, you item locked me, EV Trainer, but at what cost? Though I am disappointed they're not playing an Evolution deck. I mean, you promote the Monkey Dory. You promote the Monkey Dory. If you're on your phone, you put your finger on the screen over the Monkey Dory. You drag the Monkey Dory to the active, or if you're on your computer, you click the mouse on the Monkey Dory and then you move it up. That's all you do. It's very simple. And fun fact, you can't click on your opponent's cards when they're making a decision. And Talby, I broke the game. And Talby, yes, some of them, I think they're still all active right now, which is good. And then we just go Arven. We get, let's play double flute. Oh, wait, no. Am I still item locked? Yeah, we're still item locked. That's okay. And Talby, awesome. Yeah, so it's like 4 cards, but the one main one is the one that gives you 2,000 trainer points and 2,000 credits. So if you know any new players, or if you know people who maybe don't know me, just tell them to come to the stream and read the pinned comment and copy and paste all 3 codes. Because 2,000 trainer points and 2,000 credits, that will go a very, very long way. Like, that's what? That's 3 EXs plus something? Three EXs and 2 commons? Or, sorry, 2 uncommons. PDCG. How was the prediction name? Great, I'm amazing. Huge beard guy, it's very rare, but since they took away the ability to craft hyper rare cards, they've been giving us more codes to make up for it. So it's the analogy I use is it's like they punched us in the balls, but then they gave us an ice pack afterwards. So yeah, they normally, for like the first 3 years alive, they're just like, go to hell. But now that they made the game worse, they're like, okay, we gotta help you out a little bit. So they're ramping up the codes, which is nice. But it's like, it doesn't change the fact that it's still the worst time, or one of the worst times, to be a new PDCGL player because of how they ruin the credit farming system by introducing shop limits. You know, back in my day, you could buy anything 100 times and be okay. But now you can only buy something 4 times unless it's packs. Oh yeah, let's, since they're not here, there's your jump scare. Well, actually, let's not talk about Hilda. I'm going to talk about that in a lot of videos. Something I won't talk about in a lot of videos is Archeops, which is just a really fun card, right? Like, if you're a degenerate like me, you already know how this is going to work. Is during your turn, if this is in the active, you can devolve one of your opponent's evolved Pokemon by putting the highest stage evolution into your opponent's hand. Sorry, so it doesn't go into the deck. I mentioned earlier that it goes into the deck. The combo that I was thinking of... Wait, are we 2-0 with this list? Let's run it back, baby. So the combo here is that you can use the ability, you know, you can use switches and jet energy, and, you know, even rock throw isn't the worst attack in history because they'll be devolved, so 100 damage isn't terrible. But you can go 2 Archeops, devolve some people, then use Ino to put those things you just devolved into their deck, and then use De-Evolution as your attack for turn, and then they're just left like, what? So this is a really good card. I don't think it makes Tyranitar playable, but you can just like play Big Air Balloon, a bunch of switch cards, and then just go De-Evolution crazy. So this is a very, very good card for making road decks. It's not going to be a meta card by any stretch, and the Japanese championships are this week. Hey, the Japanese championships are this weekend. So I think, or next weekend. I think it's this weekend. So we should know the best decks of Black Bolt and White Flare. So I'm glad I'm waiting to do my preview videos. No, they're playing a full Rockets deck this weekend. Thank you, Lena. Sorry, Lena. Sorry. Yeah, then I think once I can see all the lists, and I will wait like another week or so just to see how the meta, you know, sort of smooths out like their feet. Uh-oh. And then we'll just sort of go from there. Okay, so this is a terrible hand. I think we have to get rid of the counter gain, unfortunately. We just got to play the game. So actually, that's really good, and we didn't lose any basics, so don't hate that. Now the oh, whoa, we prized a lot of stuff. We prized many things, and I don't have a way to retreat, so that is bad. Well, I guess we're just going end turn, because there's no real reason to Crushing Hammer. And Erich, oh yeah, I firmly believe that Archeops, because Archeops is very much a high skill, you know, deck building card. This is a card that you can build a an idea around and be really successful with, especially if it's a meta call. Like, oh, I'm expecting a lot of Dragapult. And I think this is just a really good card against Dragapult. Like, there's better cards against Dragapult. But this is definitely a meta call. And Clam Burglar, I made some great jokes earlier that you missed. But yeah, that was a rough research, losing Night Stretcher, Counter Gain, and then 3 of my evolutions. Very excited for Archeops. It's like it's the 15th, 13th, 14th, 15th best card in Black Bolt and White Flare, which is kind of sad to say. It's one of the very few playable cards. All right, they have done nothing for a couple turns. This is our chancey. Actually, I don't think I have anything that I can do, but this is our chancey. We got Rescue Board into Badoo, and then I guess just Buddy-Buddy Poffin. I don't know. All right, Rescue Board. We prized Snorunt, Larvitar, Cleffa, which was like everything I needed to win the game. So that's cool. I think we go Super Rod everyone back in, just in case. Well, actually, they're not going to do anything. All right, we got Mortys. We got a bunch of stuff. We don't need many things, but we should be okay. I don't think they can do anything this turn. Like, the most they can do is attack, like, Team Rocket's energy on a Porygon 2 and knock out the Badoo. Well, if they retreat, they're not doing anything this turn. So they can. Oh, I should have kept the Poffin in my hand in case they used hacking, which is what they're about to do. So I should have kept the Poffin in my hand for a hacking call. That's my bad, because now I don't know what to get rid of. I mean, I'm going to get rid of the Crushing Hammer, but I don't know what to do. Because the de-evolution is going to be great. Again, they've played 3 turns and haven't really done anything, so that's good. We're definitely in a position where it's INO time. God, just Arvin, you suck. You suck, bro. You garbage, bro. You garbage. Okay, well, we're doing so many nothings right now, but next turn is we're doing all the things. And I got a TM evolution. It was Ogre Box with 2 Ogres mask to boot, which are things you shouldn't wear. Yeah, and a 2 Ogres mask, which is really crazy. All right, so what do? I counter catcher, I guess, the other Porygon, because they can evolve the Spidops, but I guess, I don't know. I don't think it really matters. I was trying to think, like, I could do this, I could do that. I don't think it really matters. I don't think they're doing anything this turn. There's hacking. They're hacking off everybody. Ooh, they don't know I have a Bone Zone. They're getting rid of their Team Rockets factory, so I just want to keep doing this then. Well, that's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate top deck. Because if I do that, I can't use Itchy Pollen, and we also don't have any energy or Tyranitar. No, the Typhlosion was absolutely #1. Here we go. The game begins. We still don't have any energy, though, and we're about to Arvin. Myrtle, if you gift 100 subs, I'll do it. And E-Rich, well, hang, don't tease me like that. You gotta give me the deets. Do they think they have an energy switch play here and they're realizing they don't? Or do they got it like that? Okay. I think they went for an energy switch play and they didn't. Okay, they had the energy. Okay. Oh man, now what do I do? Because we have neutralization zone, but we might not get that far. Cleffa would go super hard right now if we had a Cleffa. You know, this is where I'd put my Cleffa if I had one. Okay, we really just need to get a playable card. It's very simple. You take a card. Oh, we can Explosive Ascension. Not that I really want to do that, but I guess we go Counter Catcher, Counter Gain, bring up a Spidops, we do the thingy thing, we retreat, Counter Catcher, Explosive Ascension, because what I want to do is I kind of want to force them to evolve into a Spidops to charge up, though they don't have any energy, but like we know they don't play much energy anyways. All right, we're basically an energy. Oh crap, I didn't realize that was going to get knocked out. Wait. Oh, because I did 30 and then I didn't, and then we still didn't get the stupid Cleffa. We still didn't get the Cleffa. We got like the most useless card out of the prizes. So Tyranitar is getting knocked out. Do you think they're going to see it? Do you think they're going to see the combo where my Tyranitar gets knocked out by Frostlass? And Lena, it's always hiding. So do you think they're going to discard an energy when they don't have to? Because the Tyranitar will take 160, be at 170, and they get knocked out by Frostlass. Do you think they're going to see it? Or so press 2 if you think they're going to erase an extra ball. Press 1 if they see it, press 2 if they don't. They saw it. Oh, we got to give them a thumbs up for that one. Ooh, but the Tyranitar I guess the Tyranitar activates first? I was not expecting that. Come on, Cleffa. Okay, we got a snow. I'll take a snow run. Okay, I mean, I don't want a snow run, but I'll take it. Okay. And then, ooh, there's Bone Zone. Okay, so Bone Zone is how we win this game. And then we go Arvin. Can I please get a good card here? Is that possible to get a playable card? All right. I guess I Night Stretcher. Yeah, I guess we just Night Stretcher for Badoo. I don't know. We got nothing else going on. Okay, so I go get Frostlass with the Ultra Ball. I can Counter Catcher somebody, but I mean, they're knocking out the Badoo. Counter Catcher will be active. I need an Iona. Oh, we're down 2 Iono. That's not good. Why no Zone? Because that's an end of game card. You don't want to play it too early because they have Team Rocket's Factory, so they should have at least one more Factory in the deck. And it's like, I would like to bait it out if I could. Though we are kind of getting to the point where I have to put the neutralization zone down anyways. But actually, I think that's a good idea. Though they're probably going to Giovanni, and that's not good. All right, let's see if Crushing Hammer works. Probably not. Oh, it did. Okay, we get rid of the Psychic on the active, and then we go neutralization zone. Yeah, we put that into play. They probably just have the immediate bump. And then we get rid of 2 De-Evolution, because we only need 1 to win. And then another Frostlass. Okay. And then end turn, and now we hope. Obviously, if they have an energy in their hand, then we're screwed. Because they'll just retreat, charging up the Spidops, but we are literally a Tyranitar and an energy away from winning the game. And we have both of those things in the deck. I can sacrifice my Frostlass now. We don't need the Frostlass to win. Well, actually, maybe we do. Actually, I think maybe the Frostlass are more important because they allow... Yeah, they were just going to Giovanni anyways. They'll go for a Frostlass most likely. Okay, well, we have Counter Catcher. Actually, that's really... They should have gone for the Frostlass. Right? Because I can maybe melt away their spot, and they put an energy on the Mewtwo. Well, that's bad. Never mind. They made the right call. Okay, then I guess. How many counter catch are we down? Oh, no. Okay. I think I just have to bring up the Porygon then. Because if the Porygon gets stuck, Step Bro, then that's good. Because they have a guaranteed retreat on the Mewtwo. They don't have an energy on the Porygon. Can I get a playable... I mean, that is technically a playable card. Okay, so... Do I reversal energy hit into the Mewtwo with a Frostlass? Is that what we do? Hang on, what are we doing here? I have no idea, because I can attack with a Frostlass and deal 60. But both of the Spidops are going to get knocked out coming into my turn, and there it is. Gemstone would have been handy. Yeah, Gemstone would have been nice, but didn't we lose that earlier? Or is it even in the deck? Who knows? This is an energy control deck. This is a crap deck at this point. All right, so they bumped everything. Frostlight, they got the back-to-back Giovanni turns, which is really bad for us. Even if I get a Tyranitar, I can't win because... Well, actually... No, because remember my Tyranitar is going to get knocked out due to Frostlass pings, even if I can wipe their butt. So... The only way I can win is if the Mewtwo gets knocked out, but the Mewtwo's not going to get knocked out. And we just come up short. So even putting the 60 on the Mewtwo wouldn't have mattered because it has 280. Reminder that Mewtwo has 280 hit points and Regirock has 230. Just keep that in mind. Oh yeah, now we get the stupid thing. Okay, so the rescue board on the Larvitar looking real rough. Looking real rough. Ooh, oh my god. Are we going to win? Wait, did I just win? Okay, so hang on. We go retreat. Okay, and then I Hulk Smash because we don't need to de-evolution. Oh my god, if the Pokemon League HQ wins us this game, that would be insane. The Iono into League HQ and cryptocurrency. I'm glad I could help. Make sure you enter those codes that are in the pinned comment, and they will give you many cards and many currencies. Still no Cleffa. still no Cleffa, but we do have game next turn. Because I have Tyranitar. I can retreat into Tyranitar and win. But if they have Energy or Factory or Night Stretcher... Is this the greatest win of the stream? Okay, well that doesn't do it. And Stinky Socks? Well, that's because you were banned. You weren't allowed in here. I used crowd control. Oh my goodness, we win the game. Isn't that insane? That is absolutely... And Kryptonize, thank you for the sub. I appreciate it. I won this one for you. It's all because of you that we won this game. No, what? Literally 5 seconds of your day. Literally 5 seconds. And Stinky Socks, well, I mean, your name alone. But Kryptonize, I appreciate the Prime sub. They couldn't accept defeat. I always accept defeat picks. They couldn't accept defeat. All right, so we went like 3-1 with the Frostlass build. Apparently, that's our most successful one. So let's play the Monkey Dory one, which is much, much worse. Which doesn't play... You don't attack with Tyranitar. That's the thing I have to remember, is you do not attack with Tyranitar in this list at all. And maybe Neutralization Zone is the best ace spec. One thing I have to do is, because I'm not uploading a YouTube video, I have to remember to save the deck list for VOD. Save the deck list for VOD. Sabantly. Oh, oh, look at this tea and crumpets. Oh, Sabantly. Oh, you've outdone yourself. God, they literally 5 seconds of their day. It actually took more effort to concede than it did to just sit there and watch me destroy them. It would have been a 5-second animation. It would have been a hilarious finish. It would have been like the capper to the VOD. You know, remember when I said it like an hour and 2 minutes? Or I guess I removed like the first 3 minutes of the stream, so like 59 minutes in. Yeah, I don't wear socks. Everyone knows that. Stinky socks? I mean, at least they're stinky. That's the one thing. But that would have been the most rewatched part of the video and the VOD, but no. They realized they were facing someone unbeatable. You cannot beat me off unless oh, this is a terrible starting hand. I think I probably have 4 Arven, 4 Poffin, and a Cleffa. And this is our starting hand. But this is a great matchup, except for that thing over there. Because our Badoo gets knocked out, but we're only doing 20 damage to a Roaring Moon. And Fox Den, they are always amazing. They're always spot on like the tea he drinks. Hey, we got the Poffin. Okay, so let's go. I think I have to go for the Cleffa and the Snorunt. We're going to keep the Tyranitar a secret. We're going to keep it secret and we're going to keep it safe. Okay, we're going to go Energy on the Monkey Dory. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to do. We're just going to go Cleffa. I don't really want to put damage into play anyways. And, I mean, it is a Monkey Dory. That's one thing, and there's a decent chance they don't knock out the Cleffa this turn, and if they do, we have Fez and Skibidi. But it's looking like they won't even be able to do any. And they Iono'd us. That was an amazing hand, and you Iono'd me. You're a terrible person. So we'll do one more game after this. I'll start a prediction. I will not tell you what list I'm playing. Okay, that's a lot of abilities. What I will tell you is that I'm going to lose, and slow play will bet 20K on me winning, and you will win many, many channel points. And Stellar, oh yeah, absolutely. Sir Bentley, if you're watching this stream, that's absolutely what this is. That is 100% what this deck is right now. I mean, I don't think I need the de-evolution. You know, something tells me I'm not going to need a de-evolution in this matchup. Just a hunch. All right, well, I mean, they didn't really do anything, so let's just use Grasping Draw. Yeah, we have Arven. I can't remember if I put Earthen Vessel in the deck. Ooh, they're playing the Unbroken Bonds Pokegear. Yes, I already know the different arts and what they're from, because I played heavily during that era. Ichigo, welcome in. Please don't Ichigo. And I should have Iono'd them. Nah, these Pokegears are peak. This is peak art for gear. It's so simple, yet so just like highly detailed and nice. Unbroken Bonds Pokegear, the best one. A lot of Unbroken Bonds art was nice. All right, they're going to Frenzied Gouging a Cleffa, which would be hilarious if they actually did that. All right, well, what I'll do is I'll counter catcher this guy. Obviously, they're just going to Pecharunt the Roaring Moon back in the active, but at least that poisons the Pecharunt. And Mizkif, thank you for reminding me. You're much helpful than 99% of the chat that's normally here. So let's go Arven for... Ooh, we could go for Unfair Stamp. That'd be pretty funny. And then I guess that... And yeah, we prize the other Snorunt. I mean, I guess what I should have done is I should have grabbed... Yeah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We don't make smart moves here. Smart moves are for nerds. All right, and then we go there. We want to make sure we build up the damage on Roaring Moon, because that's no moon. And then, is there anything worth getting? We have a Frostlass and a Cleffa. I don't need any of those. So we just put the damage onto you. I do wish I had a Larvitar at this point, but, you know, you can't always get what you want. And still, I wish, yeah, those damn yellow borders. Who can use yellow borders in this day and age? We're a silver border household. Oh, wait, they're using sun and moon. Okay, well, and brilliant stars and celebrations. Literal psychopath. All right, are they going up with Peturunt to knock out the Badoo? That's fine. Ah, Silver Boar. Okay, so they're going up with Roaring Moon. That's great. We just promote the Frostlass. And they're going to bosses the Frostlass. Oh, they're going for a Monkey Dory. Okay, that's fine. I really don't care. You've barely impacted the board. I made this company. The board can't throw me out like this. You wouldn't be here if it weren't for me. I made this company. It's that was my Green Goblin. I'm sorry. All right. Well, we don't need to use the counter catcher. We will get the Monkey Dory back though. And then you know what else is going to happen that's really cool? We're going to get 2 Larvitar. Isn't that crazy? We're about to get 2 Larvitar and it's going to be amazing. Oh, we actually did. Okay, so we're going to give them the Artisan because maybe they'll think like, oh, I should get another Monkey Dory. And they're not going to know. They're not going to know that they've made the biggest oopsie in the history of the universe. And then we go Itchy Pollen. So I don't have another Earthen Vessel, and I can use Artisan to check my deck to see if I have another Night Stretcher. I'm just wondering if I can get a Tyranitar this turn. Well, no, I can Arven for Rare Candy, assuming I left a Rare Candy in the deck. Again, past pilot, he's a weird one. He doesn't put Rare Candy in decks. He's got some weird things going. Okay, so they got that. I guess I just give him a Larvitar. And maybe I have to put a little... Yeah, see, I told you they were going to take the bait. They're not checking their deck. They're going to... Okay. That's less fine. You know, don't you love it when you prize a Snorunt and you face a deck with so many abilities? All right, we got to kick it into high gear now because they only need 2 more prizes. Kind of need to... Oh, actually, this is great because they can't knock out a Tyranitar. So I just need to get a Tyranitar into play and then we can win. All right, please, past pilot, I summon thee. Please tell me you put a Rare Candy. Oh, we could also get Unfair Stamp. No, we're going for Rare Candy. All right, we can Ultra Ball away the TM Evolution. And the dude. All right, so we go Tyranitar. Ultra Ball away Badoo and TM Evolution. We go get the Pheasant Skibidi. That'll be for next turn. And then we retreat the feet. Okay, so we want to put 2 on the Monkey Dory, right? We put 2 on the Monkey Dory, then it gets knocked out. And then I put 2 on the active Roaring Moon. But I still have to knock out a Roaring Moon. The good news is they can't knock out my Tyranitar unless they use Frenzied Gouging, and that will, you know, lose them the game. So we win because I'm just that good. I'm as smooth as my feet, baby. There's the Snorunt. Okay. Okay. The lowest stakes prediction ever. 40 points. Oh, no. Well, we lost this one. Actually, no, they still have to knock themselves out unless they have a stadium. There's a Night Stretcher. That doesn't do it. Okay, you still can't do it. You can get close, but you still can't. You still don't have it. And I remember I have 2 Monkey Dory. I might be able to get a 3rd one if we're lucky. And I also have another Frostlass. We can do this. The Frostlass doesn't really matter. We needed 3 Monkey Dory. And obviously we needed to not prize the Snorunt. We really need Hisuian Heavy Ball back. We need Hisuian Heavy Ball for non-EXs. Because that was one of the reasons why Heavy Ball was so powerful is, oh, you can just go get your EXs. And Samuels, you voted... Okay, yeah, we're poisoned. That's fine. I have double Monkey Dory. So what are you going to do? Probably win, but that's fine. I just need triple Monkey Dory. That's it. I don't ask for much. I just need triple Monkey Dory and we can win this game. How do I get triple Monkey Dory? Ooh, there's a counter catcher. That literally does nothing. Literally does nothing. The de-evolution also does nothing. All right, so what? I needed Monkey Dory and energy. And again, none of these cards do that. I mean, I can get Monkey Dory, but I can't get energy. And I don't think I'm going to need that Frostlass. But maybe I should do it anyways. Okay, so let's Ultra Ball away, Counter Catcher and de-evolution, because I'm not attacking. And then we go... What's better? No, I think a Monkey Dory is better, right? And then we go Snorunt, Monkey Dory, Adrenabrain, heal the Tyranitar so it can survive another turn. And then we just load up the damage on this guy. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh, geez. And then end turn. Okay. I don't think I have it. Because my dude's getting knocked out. Oh, I should have been focusing on... I should not have been focusing on the active. I forgot that if they put the fact that they put the Monkey Dory in play means I win now. If I wasn't an idiot. So we are going to need the Frostlass, and we are going to need the other Monkey... Ah, crap. So yeah, if I just focus on putting damage on the Brute Bonnet and the Monkey Dory, we win. But I was... Okay, well... You just improved my hand, Sir Bentley. I went from a thing and a Pheasantipity to a Pheasantipity and an energy. And Ichigo, damn straight. That's all that matters in life. Don't let anyone convince you of anything otherwise. Oh, no one's letting me have fun. Yeah, not knocking out the Frostlass was the problem. But, you know, if I could have just gotten out a Larvitar earlier, then it wouldn't have mattered. All right, this one's for you, Clam Burglar, who I don't even think is here. I just kind of gave up halfway through building this. And, well, because they probably thought that, because I didn't show them the Tyrant. 1489, wait, we've won like 4 out of our last 5 games. Maybe I should have made a YouTube video of this, or I can just say like, this was actually a good VOD. You know, surprisingly... I won a surprising amount of games. I won a surprising amount of games, but like at the end of the stream. Yeah, like I wasn't really keeping track. Because remember, I checked out before the stream even started, and I knew this was not going to be a YouTube video. But I probably did end up having enough for a video. My heart's not in it. My heart will not go on. And wait. Did anyone else just see that? Press 1 if you just saw that, and press 2 if you're as confused as I am. I mean, I get it, but does it really need Zoroark? Does Ethan's Typhlosion really need a Zoroark? Because it's N's Typhlosion. And you should let me near the pizza, because I'll make it cool. Get it? Yeah, like I don't think you need ends. You don't need a 2-prize liability in Typhlosion. You just, you used your Cloak or Dunsparce or anything else, because End Zoroark is just such a liability. You have your Quilava that gets you the Ethan's Adventure. Then you just play like Morty's Conviction, Ultra Ball. You know, you don't pair it with a 2-prizer, especially a really bad 2-prizer. If you're pairing it with a 2-prizer, like why not Golden Go or Dragapult? I think if you're thinking of pairing with 2-prizer, Dragapult and Golden Go are probably ahead of it. All right, but this is the prediction game. There is 1,000,000 channel points up for grabs, so we gotta... Oh, this is terrible. Okay, wait, hang on. Can I just get like a Cleffa? Nah, we're gonna go for it here. We're going for all the marbles. We're gonna pretend like this is cheese, and we're going for all the marbles. All right, then we go Super Rod for Tyranitar. Look at this. We lost only a couple resources, and we saved, the world. Oh, we got Knackley. Okay. And then we go double Larvitar. Nope, we need a Cleffa. I changed my mind. We need a Cleffa. Actually, we can retreat into the Cleffa. Because we used the switch. So yeah, I think we just Counter Gain this guy. And then retreat into Cleffa. I mean, because... Yeah, they can use items, but I also don't have a playable hand. You bought the Zoroark core today? I'm so sorry. How is your head doing after the brain injury you must have suffered? Yeah, so see, if I item lock them, it doesn't change their turn. Yeah, maybe they get a slightly better, they're going to use Ultra Ball or something. Okay, I literally called this deck Gargalon, Clamburglar, for you, and you're saying Zorofart. What the heck? And I will say thank you to everyone who subbed and gifted. So Kryptonize, Slow Playing, Runyon, Slumskull, Eevee, I know you're not here anymore, but thank you as well. Thank you for all the subs. It's great seeing everyone's balls. I really enjoy seeing them. Okay, maybe I should have item locked them. Never mind. I take that back. Maybe I should have item locked them. But we didn't lose a de-evolution. What the hell am I playing? I'm playing an attacking build. That's what I'm playing. I'm playing an attacking build of Team Rocket's Tyranitar with Gargalon D's nuts. Are they going to knock out my Cleffa? How dare you? All right, well... We have a... I mean, I can reversal energy and Team Rocket's energy, the larva... Actually, that's... Oh, we can't, because they're using evolution? Are you going for the knockout or the evolution? Wait, you played that... What item did they get? Hang on, what did... You got Earth it? No! Bad Hattori. And Shiny Ray, you did not earn them. Sunny is the one who sacrificed. You're wearing Sunny's... Those are Sunny's balls. You didn't earn them. I don't agree with this decision, though they will not get punished for it, which is kind of sucky. Interesting. Very interesting development we have here. Okay, I can do that. And then Rare Candy that. Team Rocket's energy. And Titanfall, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. I think I just go for the research, right? Because I don't want to... I know they're going to have it, but I can just I-know them. Where the hell's all my fighting energy? All right, well, let's go... I did this in the reverse order, which I should not have done, by the way. So let's go retreat into Badoo. Yeah, I screwed up the order here. But at least this will probably prevent them from getting a basic. And Cristiano, thank you for the raid. I'm about to sign off as well. But Titanfall, again, thank you for the money. Let's see who's online. Oh, Video Game House? Ew. And Sunny's not online? Well, looks like we're raiding Moon Kitty. Because somebody, a Video Game House, is not my friend. So Moon Kitty Shira is going to get the raid. Well, actually, Cristiano, I'll let you decide. Should I take it easy on Video Game House and give Video Game House the raid? Should I just take mercy? Should I give them some mercy and raid Video Game House? And just this one time for you, since you've raided me so many times, we can pay it forward. Because I have raided Okay, I was going to say, all right, I see. Good call. That was a test and you passed. There we good. Yeah, Video Game House doesn't deserve it. Video Game House still has not rated me, which is unforgivable. It's like the Cruciatus curse. It's unforgivable. All right, let's go Pikachu. We're losing, so that's good. And then we can Buddy-Buddy Poffin for a Larvitar. And then we have a knockout on they're like only attacker. Literally their only attacker. And come on, Clamber. You got to get on the ball here. All right, and then we go Ultra Ball away, that and the Poffin. Let's go for the Garganacl. The Garganacl is mostly here for the energy acceleration. So let's go Energizing Rock Salt. Especially when Sunny's live, am I right? Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I should have saved the fighting energy for next... we're not going to be punished. What are they going to do? I can just retreat. See? Genius level intellect. Oh, well, we have a reversal. There we go. Because I was thinking, Tyranitar has a good attack regardless, or a good ability, but the attack is actually pretty good too. It's just getting 4 energy on this thing is not easy. So, like, obviously reversal and Team Rocket's energy, then how do you get the energy on it? I mean, because 180 and a guaranteed energy discard, not bad. And Garganacl heals, which is great in this day and age. And yeah, what was that? Vice City? That was the commercial for Vice City, I think. I can't sing it because then I'd get DMCA'd. But yeah, Garganacl, I was thinking, Xatu might be another way to power up Tyranitar. I mean, probably not Blaziken, because that's a 2-prizer. It's just, there's no easy, guaranteed way to power up Tyranitar unless you run like a bajillion Turbo Energize block of pilots. There you go. Yeah, Ignition Energy, I guess. But then I have to play this again. That's the problem. Like, yeah, we're going to get Ignition Energy, but then I have to play this deck again. And do I really want to do that? The answer is no. I never want to play this deck ever again because I didn't get a YouTube. This is the first time since Destined Rivals launched that I did not create a YouTube video out of a stream. That is something that I cannot forgive, right? That is blasphemy of the highest there. I thought it would go for my Pupitar. I don't know. I mean, I think I got rid of my Switch. Yeah, that was, yeah. we had a Switch card. It's not here anymore. Okay, well, I guess we're just building this guy up. And slow playing, I actually can't use the Iono because we only have 18 cards left in deck and they might just be waiting. So I can always use Land Crush. I have enough energy to at least force them to do something. I think I literally have 2 more fighting. But I don't think they're going to sit back and do nothing. So we should be okay. But the thing is, if I wanted to I've made a video kind of like that about how bad a deck is. Like I did that for Wheezing. But I have to go into the stream knowing that that's how I'm going to frame it because I can just badmouth the deck the entire time. But it allows me to link the VOD, right? I can say like, oh, exclusive VOD. Oh, you missed this crazy stream where I played Tyranitar Ampharos. Well, here you go. It's saved forever. You can watch it in 2020. You can watch it in 2069. Assuming YouTube still exists then. And the world hasn't collapsed under the weight of 10 billion people. Okay. Well, that was pre-Destined Rivals. Remember the Grimmsnarl and the Stevens deck came out? All right. Oh, I should have promoted the Tyranitar. Yeah, I knew I was going to forget that. I was autopilot there for a second. Okay, so let's go attack. And then yeah, we have Demolition Tackle. Let's do that. And then do I counter catcher the Quilava or do I just hit into the Zoro? I think we just hit into the Zoroark, right? Because they have to find a darkness energy. Or they just obviously attacked with somebody else, which is fine. Well, I mean, it was only a little bit of difference. But if they attacked with the Zoroark, we should be okay. Because that'll be 2 prizes. Oh, that clipped through the damage counter. Oh, yep. Super well made game. You know, I will defend this game for decades. This is such a well made game. There's 0 issues. They really made sure they had a rock solid base. Cristiano, oh, that's old. That is old. That is older than I Am Legend's mom. And Stellar Wish, when they play a card, it clips through the damage on the Zoroark. And slow playing, the synergy is that you can use Zoroark to get rid of your Ethan's Adventure. So you don't have to... Yeah, see how the damage is hovering over the Super Rod? But it's that you trade away the Ethan's Adventure. I'm not saying it's good, but that's the synergy. Right, there's definite synergy there. It's just that, you know, Zoroark, I think, is nowhere near as good as Typhlosion. And Christian, yeah, the update to fix the game actually broke it. Stellar Wish, don't worry about it. And Mad Panda, true. Wait, is this a not? Oh yeah, obviously it's a not. Yes, 220. Okay, so if I could bump the End's Castle, that'd be pretty sweet. And Shiny Ray, it's never gonna get better. It's like life. All right, let's go. Yeah, we have a knockout on the Typhlosion, so we 100% do that. And then we have damage on these guys. Obviously, the Zoroark is going to beat my butt, but that's okay. We enjoy that. Ooh, hello. So let's go retreat. And then I think I put a Team Rocket's energy on you. We go... Huh. Yeah? I mean, how many de-evolution am I playing? I think I might only have 2, so I don't want to take that risk. Because if we take the risk, that's bad. So they will obviously attack with their Zoroark here. They'll knock out my Tyranitar. Oh, no, yeah, they can, because they can just copy the Reshiram, so them finding the Darkness Energy was great. I couldn't have really taken the risk that the Typhlosion just... I don't know. I don't know what the correct call. I think both were bad. Because if I knock out the Zoroark, they're just an Ethan's Adventure away from knocking out my Tyranitar and taking 2 prizes. So I guess if I was thinking, oh, maybe they prized their 4th Ethan's Adventure, then you go for the Zoroark and use de-evolution. So I guess percentage-wise, we knew 100% they can take a knockout with Zoroark, but there was always that chance that they just don't get the 4th Ethan's Adventure and they can't knock me out. I have regrets. And I also probably should have evolved that Pupitar into a Tyranitar so I can get the damage between turns, and then we knock something out. But, and this is a big but, wow, they're playing a lot of Darkness Energy. Oh, this is bad. But, remember, they can't knock out a fully healed Tyranitar with a Zoroark. And there's the Quilava. Oh. So they're out of Quilava? They are out of Quilava. Interesting. Very. So I should have gone for the Zoroark KO, and that would have won me the game. But I can't de-evolution with the caped... Okay, but I can't de-evolution with the caped one, so I would have had to, like, put up the Cleffa, and they would have knocked out the Cleffa, and then I would have... I don't know. And we're going to INO them to 1, so that's cool. I think we can do this. Assuming we have a Tyranitar in the deck. Wait, what? You have... What? You... What? You had a knockout. You absolutely had the knockout? All right. I'm just going to go get a Tyranitar and win. Yeah, that was... Not the right move. That was not the right call. All right, so let's just go I&O. Right, because I'm going to take like 2 prizes here, and we don't want to do that. What does the salt guy do? He overcharges you for steak. All right, well, that didn't work. And yeah, we don't attack into them just in case they have like a Pheasantipity. Yeah, I don't even need to attack, and that would activate Pheasantipity, which we don't want to do. All right. Well, there's an oh, cool. That card that would have Sam. Oh, okay. There's your one swear word for the month. But a Garganacl is just your energy accelerate. I was just who can accelerate energy was basically as like Blaziken, EX, Xatu, Garganacl. You could do Turbo Energize. You know, you could make like an experience share deck. But obviously, Counter Gain with Reversal Energy is the most consistent way of doing just Counter Gain, Reversal Energy. But what I found is that 180 hit points is not good enough in this day and age for the combo that you're trying to do with Tyranitar. So you really want to have Luxurious Cape on it. And you can't have, you know, De-Evolution and Counter Gain and Luxurious Cape on it at the same time. Nope, Stellar Wish, you're not subbed. Ah, see? Stellar Wish? You're showing... You only get one if you're subbed. That's the rules. Because you notice how Samuels has a ball next to their name. You do not. You do not deserve the privilege. How much energy? It feels like they have like 1 million energy, but they have like 3 darkness and 3 fire. Damn right, Stellar Wish. And then the late game Monkey Dory. I was not expecting the very, very late game Monkey Dory. That is a shock. Exactly. All right, are they just going to pass? Wait, they might have to pass again because they promoted the Cyndaquil. Okay, so, oh, they have game. If they have a switch card, they have, oh, so they threw because they can knock out the Cleffa. If they don't have a switch card, they lose. So I honestly didn't think they were going to have a Monkey Dory in that deck. Now they can just win with the Zoroark KO on the Tyranitar. Yeah, energy switch. Hattori. What do you got? Oh, they don't got it. Maybe that is true. So there's a Team Rocket's energy. I think we just attach the Team Rocket's energy. Thin out everything. We just get all the things out of the deck. Well, there's nothing. We have a neutralization zone and a counter catcher. So we win if I get like neutralization zone or counter catcher. Are you freaking kidding me? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. There's no way. There's absolutely no way. I know we just retreat in de-evolution. I know, but like, look at the, like, again, I know, but come on, right? Come on. And then we go de-evolution. Yeah, we win. So we take a prize on the Zorua, and then the Reshiram and the Cyndaquil get knocked out. I was just like, it would have been much more fun and satisfying to slap down the neutralization zone and then counter catcher the Zoroark and then win with the ability. Yeah, the boring way to win is with Sandstream. All right. Yeah, no, see, PDCGL hates fun. And I have, how many, maybe I cooked, you know, maybe I did a little bit of cooking here, you know, maybe I'm not as dumb as people say I am. Though I did get lucky due to some misplays by them and a little bit of stumbling. But we take those. So I'll post some of the lists in the VOD. These, do not play this. This is not good. Never. I'm not going to post them in the Discord. Do not ask me for these. They are terrible. Save yourself. Let me suffer for your enjoyment. Just it was bad. You know, there's very few matchups. It has to be an evolution deck. It has to be an evolution deck that does nothing for 2 turns. So like Dragapult, if they focus too hard on Badoo, like if they just Badoo you for 3 turns, you have a chance, but then you have to worry about, you know, Dragapult. So that's bad. Enjoy Moon Kitty's stream. I'll be back tomorrow with Hydrapple. And I'm not excited.